It's our ball, ain't it?
I said, I already know LeBron. Fuck that, I know LeBron. Faded like I'm Kobe, no, like LeBron. When I'm on the court, I feel like Brian. When I got the ball, you know I'm passing it right to Brian.
Ain't that what y'all do?
Passing the ball right to Brian, no, I ain't passing. Nigga try to run up on me, he get asses. It's the Deem time, no, that nigga Brian time. And she coming to my curb, I'm smashing cause it's Brian time. And I'm a bang right, banging from the baseline. And I got that 6 on my back, you know it's Brian time. Banging on shit like I'm LeBron. Nigga keep talking on the guys, we put him in the sky. And I'm in a biddy and I'm banging shit just like LeBron. And you know I'm bipping with B like my name LeBron. And I'm with BJ and Maxie like my name LeBron. And I got a son named Bryson Bronny like LeBron.
Can't forget about Zori, nigga. Got Savannah in the back, she cooking meals just for all my niggas. No, I'm old, I'm 40, but I still go and dunk on niggas. I'm on the court, 30-inch vert, I'ma punch on niggas.
Like I'm Draymond. Niggas say he like Damian Lillard, no, it's Brian time. Said my name is Bronny, no, nigga, it's Brian. Me and Brian in the biddy, so we on the same time. I need a cheesesteak. Yeah, I'm 40 years old, still banging on a fast break.
And I'm still getting whacked. I'm at the free throw line, you know I'm not missing that. They say I'm going ball, so I just went and got a hat. No, I'm in the biddy, but I put Cleveland on the map. Came back 3-1, you niggas never did that.
I don't really know you niggas. Niggas really phony like baloney, nigga. What up with chat, man? What up with chat? What up with my niggas? What up with my motherfucking niggas, man? To all my haters, I say, hey, we're gonna head to another day. I'm blessed with all I cannot complain. So on my haters, I say, hey, hi haters. That's what that song called. Tell all my haters, I say, hey, we made it to another day. Hey. I'm blessed, so I cannot complain. We made it to another day.
Just wait to see, bitch, I'm gon' spank you. 10 million real estate to the rich, that's embarrassment, but I'm big on it. Been on it, I get that money and I sit on it. Nails got some paint up on it, but play no IKEA big homie. I got the Vinci branded chain, outfit 3 times your rent on it. Tell my mama send a hand, I'ma send it back. Throw a brick and hide your hand, bitch, you know I'ma get you whack. Tell Trust and White, I'm a gangster who been misled wrong, I just leading wrong. But if you ever need me, I send them back. Tired of haters, I say, hey, I made it through another day. I'm blessed so I cannot complain. It ain't one thing that they can say. I thank you, Lord, that I'm sad. Look all this money I done made. They won't let me out the case. Some hitters miss me with them K's. No, I push it up behind that day. But babe, I changed, I was finna play. Should've shot the bitch up in his face. Wanna say stop violence, but it don't add up to my name. No, nobody praying, I bust his brain like, boy, you disrespect the game. I'ma duck continue with that ignorant shit, cause I'm a wealthy man. Try and pray 5 times a day, name another Christian, do the same. And I gotta thank the Lord for my kids. Harper got smart on that beat. Nigga tryna cut me cross my wig behind this boy that we did. Hope you don't think you coming in here, putting me up, it won't big. Come test your luck, I won't see it. Drop the next 10 to the speed. I'm like, mama, these niggas don't want no problems. These women wanna sex away my problems. Free money, might as well give away to my problems. They be hating, I'm like, oh, ain't my problem. Tired of haters, I say, hey.
To a lot of haters,
dick is little cheesy, my dick is little cheesy.
We made it to another day. I'm blessed so hard I cannot complain. I thank the Lord that I'm. Hey. Head it to another day. I'm blessed so hard I cannot complain. And I thank the Lord that I'm saved.
These niggas ain't see me when I jumped out, they just seen all these diamonds. I hope I motivate your soul. Fuck who ain't feeling me, ain't no getting rid of me. My money long life should be balanced once I'm gone. Making sure it don't stop. This life of a young hard knock. I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. I wish my grandmother could see me now. Cause I say I'm that nigga now, and I ain't talking about no running the block. I remember times that I cried and you would tell me to stop. You knew the times when I was high just from the look in my eye. I know that you the main reason that I'm shining right now. I say the hood's still the same. See Nikki, I'll start thinking about the day. I look next door and I don't see Miss Annie Mae. I can't be standing out here too long before we start hearing them K's. I'ma turn the page. He say he know well. I said they in now. We gon' go around the back and we gon' burn this bitch. For them to take what we done earned, they gotta burn our wrist. They gon' auto my Rolex on Hero, bitch, watch how it glisten. Yeah, we rollin' 4 deep in the streets and we be sticked up. You keep standing in front of them hoes and get your stupid ass sticked up. All well to all them niggas took a shot and fucking missed. Thanking God for my shooter, I'm so thankful he don't miss nothing. Heart race at night, hold me tight. If they catch you cold, then you pay my price. I say my prayers to be saved. Money make up for a kite. City dog, I hope you fine, cause he ain't called last night. Making sure it don't stop. This life of a young hard knock. I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. I wish my grandmother could see me now. Making sure it don't stop. This life of a young hard knock. I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. I wish my grandmother could see me now. I say confess, tell the truth about everything gon' know. And I promise to place you deep inside, right there where my pain is. Fuck my face, come and tell me how I really feel. Hey, fuck that face, man, and tell me where you wanna live. Overdose off shame. Came from the back as a lost man. I'm in love with you and I can't hide it. My chest got an icebox inside it. Yeah, I sent those slimes to send them shots out the cool. You might sound fucked up cause they came back right. But then we spin again, like back to back and pussy bitches spin again and we double back. And that's that. These ain't see me when I jumped out, they just seen all these diamonds. I hope I motivate your soul. Fuck who ain't feeling me, ain't no getting rid of me. My money long life should be balanced once I'm gone. Making sure it don't stop. This life of a young hard knock. I bet they wishing they ain't leave me now. I wish my grandmother could see me now. He say he know well. I said they in now. We gon' go around the back and we gon' burn this bitch. For them to take what we done earned, they gotta burn our wrist. They gon' auto my Rolex on Hero, bitch, watch how it glitz up. Yeah, we rollin' 4 deep in the streets and we be sticked up. You keep standing in front of them hoes and get your stupid ass sticked up. All well to all them niggas took a shot and fucking missed us. Thanking God for my shooter, I'm so thankful he don't miss nothing.
Nigga, my feet on point. With 4K. Hold on, cut down, young boy.
Brian.
It's our ball, ain't it?
I said, I don't really know LeBron. Fuck that, I know LeBron. Faded like I'm Kobe, no, like LeBron. When I'm on the court, I feel like Brian. When I got the ball, you know I'm passing it right to Brian.
Ain't that what y'all do?
Passing the ball right there, Brian. No, I ain't passing. Nigga tryna run up on me, he get passing. That is the Deem time, no, that nigga Brian time. And she coming to my curb, I'm smashing cause it's Brian time. And I'm a bang right banging from the baseline. And I got that 6 on my back, you know it's Brian time. Banging on shit like I'm Brian. Nigga keep talking on the guys, we put him in the sky. And I'm in a bitty and I'm banging shit just like LeBron. And you know I'm bitter with a B like my name LeBron. BJ and Maxie like my name LeBron. And I got a son named Bryson Bronny like LeBron. Forget about Zori, nigga. Got some beer in the back, she cooking meals just for all my niggas. Know I'm more than 40, but I still go and dunk on niggas. I'm on the court, 30-inch vert, I'ma punch on niggas. Like I'm Draymond. Niggas say he like Damian Lillard, no, it's Brian time. Say my name is Bronny, no, nigga, it's Brian. Brian in the bitty, so we on the same time. Brian, I need a cheesesteak. Yeah, I'm 40 years old, still banging on a fast break.
Still getting whacked. I'm at the free throw line, you know I'm not missing that. They say I'm going ball, so I just went and got a head. Know I'm in the bitty, but I put Cleveland on the map. Came back 3-1, you niggas never did that.
Tell me if you're lurking or actually multitask.
Ain't that what y'all do? Hopefully y'all know the lyrics, cause I don't.
really know you, nigga. I don't really know you, nigga. Niggas will be funny like baloney, nigga. I don't know you, nigga. Yeah. I'm gonna need some Breaking Bad, but you cool up on that ass. I told you because I wasn't ready. I couldn't get her off. You fucking made me think that you were one I should be with. Oh, that Draco, yeah, we had Joe Cody, yeah. Shorty sassy, yeah, that's that thing, yeah. She know when we slide, we be tearing up, they said don't lie. You know that I got that shit, she want to get it on. How she know that? I don't saw that. Yo, nigga, yo, with that fire. Yeah, we do it. All that crazy, but I can't be mad with a whole lot of business. Everybody that talk about, nigga ain't got no bang, cause you don't think. Fendi, Gucci, Louis, Gucci, Bonnie, Prada. You trying to test my
She want Balenciaga. Dirt bike, Supreme goggles. Sell around boost bike rider. Young niggas on that chopper. I'm Irie jeans, I'm styling. Mama ain't with your Birkin bag. Bet you cool up.
Let's battle, bro.
I told you leave cause I wasn't ready. I can get her out my head. The way you fuck me make me think that you the one I should be with. I feel no pain when I be high and I be fresher than a bitch. So I pop Perkins, yeah. Talk about 30s, yeah. Pour that Draco, yeah. We hydro codeine, yeah. I pop X's, yeah. Half a Xanax, yeah. Shorty sassy, yeah. That's that blazing, yeah. 3 Laura times I gave her 2.
I pop out with my tag. Yeah, what I do to what the fuck is it gonna take? Yo, Jennifer, make sure you type the screen, man. Appreciate you was out in the wild. I fuck excellent ball. Show the freaking shit. No, she fine. Slide 10 when we fine. I'm in the mouth. I'm like a
Everybody got iron. Blaze, you know I need you fine. We not together, she not even trying.
I made her a swan.
Mama ain't with your Birkin bag. Bet you go up on me. I
I told you leave cause I was ready. I couldn't get her off my
the way you
head.
fuck me make me think that you the one I should be with. I feel no pain when I be high and I be fresher than a bitch. So I pop Perkins, yeah. Talk about 30s, yeah. Pour that Draco, yeah. We hydro codeine, yeah. I pop X's, yeah. Half a Xanax, yeah. Shorty sassy, yeah. That's that blazing, yeah.
Damn, bro, we both out 0 still. The fuck? RP Big Dump. I got 4 box blocks. I got 9 niggas. They got cutters in the house. I got pounds in the bitch. I got hoes running in and out. That's 9 minutes. Hey, K, make sure you tap the screen. Them bitches that I know that they ain't bought that shit. Can't come home coming. I wasn't youngin' when they tried that shit. Bitch, I been on some rider shit. I leave him dead. Got the whole city mad. I tipped that boy by what he said. Cause bitch, I'm trying to flex on. Hey, K, you smoke, bro? What you be on? What you be on? I'm gonna follow this nigga, bro. Run the city. Won't even claim that bitch. Run the city ain't serious. I don't even chain that shit. The youngest running with it. They on some dangerous shit. But to put you in your fitty, I call that gangster. Rolling out his pants hanging off my ass, like on my side with a green flag, talking regular. I'm trying to send that bitch to a real feel. I just told the pussy bitch I been at. Real. Bitch, let me go. Hey, I'll do something with you. And I'll bang it out with you. Oh, ass nigga. Do what you do, I'll put you on the news, bitch, we can fly the shoot. Bitch, I know these niggas know it's matter when I'm coming through. You become a victim of that chopper, put him on the news. Dude.
Cartel shit, man. He go out for me, man. You know I'm coming here one.
Really, bro, what's up? Top the screen. Trying to win this battle, bro. It's my first battle. I ain't never battled on this shit before. What up with it, Jay? J3. What up, my nigga? Big Dama, what up with it, gang? Tap the screen, bro. What's that 12 next to your name, bro? What that mean? Make sure y'all tap the screen when y'all coming through, man. Yo. What the hell? That's how you leave. Okay. Bro, I was just confused as fuck. Bro, I was trying to figure out how to leave this bitch the whole fucking time, bro. That shit was just then just blowing me. I didn't know what the fuck to do. Hold on, you better get into another one, though. Bro, I need niggas to come through this bitch. I'm trying to win a battle. Why you say? Never mind. Right on my dick. tree. When it's touchdown, ain't never Christmas Eve. Let's battle. Hell no. So bad I can barely change. This shit. No, it's in the way. This nigga kicking my ass. This nigga got 279. Fuck. And enough on the Nars going the other way. Broke ass nigga, you ain't got no pay. Sit your broke ass down, you should be ashamed. Yeah, this nigga kicking my ass, ain't no coming back. It was never no coming back for shit. God damn. He alright. Oh, what is it? They go beat us, man. Get them balls in for real, put it in there. Hey. Damn, I'm cold in this bitch. You ain't have to do me that much. They see me balling on this go, baby. Tell him what up with it, nigga. Like the lie, bro. I know they hate to see me balling on that ball, baby. About to roll that glove, man. Can you come out the phone, baby? Tell him you be burning, bro. W likes brother Mace, bruh. Yes, and then touch his in. Life, you ain't have shit. Pose the top of the bag, you win. W Rose, brother. This nigga doing that. 630. I'm supposed to fight to that. Even on the top, I spot the head, I'm like the show number. Yeah, bro, this nigga doing that, bro. The fuck? I don't even wanna. I quit. Nigga was up 300 in the first fucking 30 seconds. What am I supposed to do with that? Real shit. I can't compete, bro. Should I change my title to like Burning or some shit? Whole team going to shit. I can make some bands up and like another tree. I ain't got a post no throwbacks cause I'm stashing shit. Niggas funny, act like they're the only ones having shit. 30 on me, ain't no reaching or grabbing shit. Hit his ass with 26, sounds like the alphabet. Reach for these J's, you gon' die trying to grab some shit. Bitches shit in me, no rehearsal or practicing. Might look Might look like I'm chilling every night some video. I'm making it just me all after shit. High as hell, sorry if I'm struggling. Yeah. You just did it. What the fuck, bro? It's either envy or jealousy. One or the other. One or two. Probably fuck this bitch, and if I did, she was cute. Put me to the boot, nigga. Go back down and let me move. What about you, nigga? I'll show you what to do. Give me that little bag, I'll show you what to do, nigga. Trying to run my racks up through the roof, nigga. Shit's on with JV, yeah. Shit, we can, it don't matter. How you doing? I'm good, how you? Hell yeah. No, run that shit, mud. We good, run that. Hey, you funny as fuck. Bro, what you talking about? Hold on. What, bro? What you just say? Yeah, what you talking about? You talking about me? Oh, yeah. What was I say? Man, what the fuck? Hey, bro, better. Man, tap the screen, man. Bro, I feel that one, bro. You feel me? No, facts though, you might as well, shit. What you finna get into? Yo, Ego, what's up, bro? Tap the screen, gang. We down. We ain't even down a lot. We could really come back. Tap the screen, bro. Tap the screen. My phone's ain't me on surfing. Hey, Dallas, bro. You smoke, bro? Yo. You smoke? Yeah. I feel that. Oh, bro, I feel that. Hey, I'm crying. No, I feel you, bro. What up, my nigga Aaron, man? Hey, I'm crying. You funny as hell. Nah. Hey, I'm crying, bro. Nigga funny as a bitch. And he gonna need a surgeon. Damn, dude. I gotta get my shit jumping like your shit, man. What the fuck, bro? This shit absurd, my nigga. No, it's every bro, chat, what music y'all be fucking with? Like, what's up, bro? Who y'all be fucking with? Like, what's up? Like, I need some new shit in my playlist, so I ain't gonna lie. Don't. Bro, never mind, bro. Damn. What you do? Put that belt to my 334. What the fuck? It's me and my brothers.
And I've been real since the start, it ain't no fault in me. You ever seen a bitch fight when you up 20 G's? And if we talk about a chase, it ain't no catching me. I told my head you could always put your faith in me. I told my head I'm taking risks for you pray for me. When I woke up out the crib, I don't know what to think.
When I'm walking out the crib, I don't know what I'm thinking.
$100 in my face, it feel like I'm dreaming. But I know I'm not dreaming cause these bitches raking. You ever been up all night back in ceiling? When I'm
This nigga just better than shit.
aching, and my palm shaking. Caught him in the basement. Once I'm done with that, I'm gone. No, I ain't staying. I got 10.
For sure. For sure. Nigga just belted my shit, bro. What the fuck? Disappointed in y'all niggas, man. Oh, shit. Bro, that's how I heard losing like that and shit. Fuck. I think I need a cover. Alright, so I get me and my brother. Yo, trying to battle. Trying to battle. Yeah, you trying to battle? Yo, what up with his 8? Like the live, mud.
Baby, leave them cheap niggas. I've been going crazy with these phones. And I never needed niggas. I've been shaking on my own. Said she ready, now let's go. I'm trying to take you home. She thought I wasn't in me. She said, nigga, you look froze. I just pulled an 8. Smoking candy, sipping Trish and getting throw today. Hearts counting paper. From all these
Like the lie, y'all. Like the lie.
When I get there, take it all. I'm summer going crazy with these phones making hits. Both pockets knotted up. These phones get it going for real. I put it all together, back it up. I'm making meals. Shake back and let that pep stack. Now I'm seeing real. Lost my brother, I don't feel nothing. Made me wanna kill some. Ride push start. I hopped off the car. Still chasing how I would I do that. These bitches can't do shit. Found this bitch ain't shit. But she eat dick, so I fuck with her. I gotta get this money fade away. So you go spices. I got dead praises all around me. I need fucking help. I'm knocking on my head. He's getting straight to that command. All you see is on my neck. Bitch, I spent a lot of bands. Yeah, I'm doing all that plan, baby. I just want the head. Half it, half it. That's what you call a grand. I got money on the back end. I just on my cash out.
Baby, can you stash that? I've been on the flash track. I'm on the road right now, baby. I've been working. Top notch, Sonny, yes, candy, and it's turf, bitch, baby. I'm a realist, really want some down there. Just get my work, 100,000. Don't come asking about no purse, bitch.
In the corner of my room, man.
Curtis came and booked me, try to bang me for a shoe. Going crazy in myself, feeling like I'm
I mean, I ain't have to bring the phone. Bro, watch out, bro. Yeah, bro, what, bro? No, my chat come with me everywhere. Bro, why is you on? You just making it sound crazy, bro. You making it sound crazy, bro. You making it sound crazy. Bro, hell no. Bro, what, bro? I'm from Ohio, bro. Where you from? Bro, watch out, bro. What the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? What the fuck is you talking about? No wonder why, nigga. Watch out, bro. What? Nah. You just flipped the switch. You just flipped the switch right there. You took the, you feel me? On what? Damn, what? Nigga beating my ass. No, let her play by herself. Let her play by herself. She beat y'all beat she beating me by herself. She cool. You don't need help. It's tweaky, bro. It's tweaky, bro. No, it's really because no, it's really because I don't go live for real, bro. I really just started going live on TikTok and shit. I be live on Twitch and shit like that. No, bro, for real, that facts. That's why I'm gonna try to get on this shit, learn this shit, son. For sure, appreciate that, bro. I'm gonna follow you back. JT, what up with it, bro? Nigga just put that belt to my shit, bro. That shit. Bro, that shit pitiful. This my third L in a row. It's tweaky. It's tweaky. Okay, I respect that. I respect that. For sure, you too. And I've been going, bro. I'm about to get off this shit. I can't win for losing. Hold on, crap. I'm about to get back into it. My shit fake. My supposed to be busting though.
tricks not to these niggas, but to you. Brody, I wouldn't even ask you if I really had a clue. Finna buy a Lamborghini truck. I don't give a fuck about no doors going up. Hey, I've been trying to tell they ass to shop now.
Corday, what up with it, my nigga? Tap the screen, bro. Yo. What up? You trying to battle? But tell your people to spare me, though. I'm new. Okay. How many subs you got on YouTube? If you'll subscribe back to me, I'll subscribe to you. But I think I'm about to hit 1,800 if I'm not already there. Yep.
What the fuck you fucking off over there for? That's where the money at.
No, you definitely right though. I'm what's your YouTube?
Justin Lee Oliver, that's my real name right there. It's the same thing.
Oh shit, let me see. Rudy, what's good, bro? My YouTube is Ron Live. Just my name right here.
When you subscribe, I should be able to see it. And I'll subscribe right back.
Yep, I just subbed to it. You got 300 now.
But if not, look, I got you right here. Follow you over here. Run live, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it on TV, can I? No. Maybe. Yeah, I do it on TV. I do it now. You done subscribed?
Yep, I just did. You got 300 now.
Alright, let me go ahead and pop it back. You number 300.
Yes, sir.
200 more. Alright, search. Run live. No space.
No spaces. It's with 2 eyes.
There you go. Excellent, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Got you. Got you, Ron.
Appreciate that, brother.
You locked in.
Know that. So when you go live on YouTube again, I'm gonna be in there.
You go live? You go live on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube right now.
You live on YouTube too?
Yep. I'm live on YouTube, Twitch, Kick.
Okay. I don't do all that. I would do TikTok. No, I wouldn't. I would keep TikTok and YouTube separate like I have already, because TikTok weak and YouTube strong. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I would do TikTok or by itself, then I would do Facebook and YouTube together.
Okay. Yeah, Facebook. I'm not even into that, but that's definitely a good method. I ain't gonna lie.
Once it's over with,
Facebook definitely a method.
worry about getting subs. I wouldn't, if I had any subs you did, I wouldn't worry about it no more.
Right.
Like,
You just gotta, for real, you just gotta put out a lot of shit, a lot of content, and not even care about what the numbers you getting from it. Like, you gotta keep putting out content. You gotta keep putting out content, bro. Because one time, one of those videos is gonna pop, get you 10K, 20K, however many. You feel me? And you just gotta keep going with that. Like, you gotta just find your lane with it.
I go 200 more, it's still a ways off.
6'6" pure lock. What up with my nigga, man?
Unless I just get a video that pops, like you said.
Yeah. We got them bitches roll, chat. You want to see me, dog? Tap the screen, bro. Tap the screen. Let's get something going on this motherfucking weak ass TikTok shit. Yeah, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I think Kick is kind of like that, but I don't know for sure. I don't want to get wrong. Okay, I know the guidelines is different though on there. Yo, B3, what up with the game? For sure, you too, bro. For sure, I'll come through. For sure. Nice meeting you, bro. Not the least. Order. I'm about to hop off this shit, chat. Lord, let me move it. Fuck you doing? I don't do pinks and sinks, and I don't fuck with balloons. I'm like, hey, how you doing? I ain't hunting around, I'm shooting with the load. Bitch, don't call his phone. Not doing a nigga wrong. They see me with the load, I'm driving on the wrong side. But both you niggas gon' die. But now I know why. You know I'm gripping both sides. You need a nose job. This bitch like a robot. Pulling in and out, hurry up, I'm on phone. Damn. Fuck is all these niggas, man? The fuck? Tony, what up with it, gang? What you on? So much money and lost so many old friends. Yo. What up with it? Hey, yeah, I got you. Bro. Hell yeah. I think my shit already restricted on this. It is what it is. Should we start a battle or something? Should we start a battle or something? Hell no, bro. Let me cool. Yo, tap the screen, y'all. Tap the screen. Apple Bucher. You said what? No, I ain't gonna. We gonna be both be at 0 if that's the case. I ain't been getting shit, bro. Melissa, what up with it? Tap the screen, y'all. I battled like 5 times, bro. I got like total of 10 points out of all 5 battles, bro. I ain't doing shit. Oh, bro. Make sure y'all tapping the screen, though, y'all. Make sure y'all tapping the screen. Huh? Yeah. Do you be on Twitch or YouTube or something like that? Shit, follow my shit. For sure. Hell yeah, I be on the game, reacting to shit, doing all your real shit, hooping and shit. Feel me? On some cool shit. Yeah. No, I feel you. Definitely be like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, facts. Hell no. Bro, that shit not funny, bro. Hold on. That shit not funny, bro. You just caught me off guard with that shit, bro. I wasn't expecting you to say that. Nigga said I knew that shit was fake, but I still ate it. What the fuck? Man, hell no, bro. That shit ain't cool, bro. Shit, at least niggas cool though, shit.
They told me I was having an allergic reaction. Luckily, I wasn't overdosing type of shit.
Bro.
But hell yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I had went to TikTok live in the hospital a couple days ago. This shit went up, boy. Like motherfuckers was gifting me. They thinking I'm dying in that bitch. All type of shit. Every whole time, I'm tweaking off a damn perk. I ain't telling you that shit, though. I'm telling these folks I'm dying. Send me some gifts. Them motherfuckers sending them.
Hey, you funny as fuck, bro. I'm gonna fuck with you though, bro. You feel me? If I followed you, I'm gonna text you, MC, bro.
I got you.
For sure. Chad, I'm about to hop off this shit.
just?
I'm dark skinned. I'm dark skinned.
But are you actually a nigger?
I said call you.
Top. Yo, you can't say, bro. What the fuck? Oh, Twitch, that wasn't me. Twitch, that was
Gotta fade, mama. You know what?
You told me.
I'm getting out of all like
I'm just playing. You never said anything like that, but who don't got a favorite baby mama?
I mean, gotta fade, baby mama.
And no bitch ain't that base probably 70. But I always been grandma baby.
Hey man, say man, I'm at the airport right now.
You agree? Alright, we gotta.
Hey, Jasmine, appreciate the hand heart. What the fuck? Oh, wrong one.
Let's go and tap the screen, y'all. Oh, shit.
Damn. Wait, my shit go.
Oh.
Hey, appreciate you tapping the screen, whatever your name is. Huh?
Tap the screen.
I can't believe he really said that.
Nikki, welcome in.
YB said that? Was that nigga Marco scared or something?
Christy, welcome in.
Bro, y'all remember that one nigga that like snatched Marco's chain or something? I forgot. Was that Marco?
Welcome in.
They did what? Yeah, Herb's nigga, bro. Herb's producer, we in Southside. That's the only reason I know Southside. Little Boomer.
Let's go. LLO, welcome in.
Look at that. He said in trap.
Let's go. Tap the screen. Shane Wayne, welcome in. Nah, is there some more paper towels back there?
All right, bro, I'm gonna catch you.
All right, buddy.
Might be done.
Hey, what up, my nigga?
Hey, what up, my nigga? You smoke too, bro? Follow me, bro.
All right. I got you, my nigga. What you doing, bro? Smoke?
Yeah, I'm smoking with my brothers right now, bro. Where you from, brother?
Oh, me? Pakistan.
Pakistan?
Yeah.
Damn. Where you at now, though?
Oh, me? What?
You in USA now, right?
Hell no.
What? Where you at?
You know, Palangyo? Huh?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'm leaving yours.
Wait, what?
You know Ohio? Yeah. Where is your brother?
Why, bro?
Oh, I mean, he goes somewhere. Huh? What about you? Where are you at right now?
That bitch, bro.
Huh?
I'm crying. Hey, Nina, tap the screen. Drop a photo for me. I'm gone, chat. I'll catch y'all later, man. Shit. Call me on Monday. Bro, anytime Monday, that's perfect, bro. I love the hoop. Screen drop. Call me on Monday. Bro, anytime Monday, that's perfect.
They would have tried to have me fumble there. Only use the field though.
This is 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run, and it's a direct snap. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wildcat, and they will run, exiting the pocket right. And he just does manage to get rid of this one. Hounded by the defense. They nearly got him. Incomplete, setting up third down. Now Jackson, this designed run.
Go for those.
There defensively on third down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the first down.
Just need 1 yard, 1 yard, 1 yard.
Here we go.
Honestly, I'm just going to run the ball right here. He's not going to expect me running the ball because I haven't normally ran the ball like a regular running play all game, so I'm going to just go with the run right here.
Dumbass nigga.
That's going to be caught. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
Need a big play, big play, big play, big play, big play.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's like I want to lob it up to Marvin Harrison. He's low-key pressing. Should I try it? Why not let it fly? Fuck yeah.
You got that?
Deep for Harrison. And
Damn! What type of pass was that, though?
It'll be an incomplete. Trying to find Marvin Harrison Jr.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but
Oh, let me cook. Y'all gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Let me cook.
With the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high.
The play does not do that shit, bro, when the cameras is off.
Stop all that stream sniping, bitch.
Nigga's name is Headed Elm 750463. You know that nigga was just excited to hop on the game. Bro got a generated username.
Here's Jackson.
Circle. Fuck.
Are you fucking serious? He dropped the ball into his hands.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see
Fucking
can
done,
they
bro.
capitalize on this extra possession that they just
Where
stole.
GTA 6 at, bro?
I've never seen that animation before. This nigga dropped the fucking ball and threw it in his fucking hands. How the fuck is that my fault?
1st and 10.
Yes.
And he can't hang on.
Come on, take it over time.
Contact incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving.
Look, Lamar's trying to fight lamb chops on the sideline, bro. The fuck type of bullshit was that, bro? And our possession catch to make everything worse. I was spamming that X. Madden, bro, EA really dick riding that fucking catch meter shit. If I had the catch meter on, he would have caught the fuck.
A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And this is a touchdown. They were not. A touchdown. They were not.
So who are the NBA teams that can actually win it all in 2027? For today's video, I'm going to give you guys my contenders and the teams right outside that group that I think has a chance at winning the NBA title in 2027. Kind of giving my reasonings why I think they can and why I think they can't. And so much can change between now and the 2027 playoffs. Injuries can happen. We could still see a major signing or trade this offseason. We also have the 2027 trade deadline that's going to shape up some of these rosters as well. But I kind of just wanted to talk about the best of the best in the NBA going right now. So I do have 5 teams that I think are the most likely teams that could win a title next season. But I want to talk about the guys right outside that tier that maybe could get into that tier, but they're going to have to make a move or two, or somebody's going to have to prove me wrong. So the Western Conference outsiders, I think right now, the Los Angeles Lakers. I think the Los Angeles Lakers can have one of the better offenses in the league next year, and maybe the best offense in the NBA. Last year, in about 1,000 minutes, Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves had 122.6 offensive rating when they shared the floor together. They both had their fair share of injuries in 2026, but I do worry about this team's defense. I think Walker Kessler is going to be a great rim protector, but who is guarding guys on the perimeter? Bronny James, Adu Thero, Zaire Williams, Matisse Thybulle. It's a revolving door right now. Now, maybe they end up picking up like a Jonathan Kuminga or somebody like that this offseason, and they prove me wrong as a defender next year. But until they get that missing piece, I don't think the Lakers are a top tier contender right now. I also think the Denver Nuggets are not contenders anymore until they prove me otherwise. I can't really trust some of these guys' health when we get to the playoffs. Aaron Gordon has been banged up when it's mattered the most over the last few years, and he's vital. He's one of the more pivotal pieces for this team to win it all. Their depth has been depleting over the years, so they traded away Michael Porter Jr. for Cam Johnson, which allowed them to go out and sign guys like Tim Hardaway Jr., who's gone, Jonas Valanciunas, who's gone, and I still believe they're going to get back Peyton Watson, but if they lost him this offseason, oof, I would hate Denver even more to win it all next year. This team also can have one of the best offenses in the league and the best offense like they showed us last year, but I can't really trust this team's defensive dynamic. They've lost to Minnesota in round number 1. Yes, Gordon and Watson were banged up, but Anthony Edwards and Dante DiVincenzo got hurt as well. There was just no excuses for Denver to lose again before the conference finals. I don't think they are a tier 1 contender at the moment. I also don't have the Minnesota Timberwolves in tier number 1. I just think there's a tier gap between them and the top teams in the Western Conference. I do think it's very experimental right now with LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards in that backcourt. I have no idea how LaMelo Ball can prove in the playoffs because he's never been in the playoffs before, and they might end up getting a veteran minimum or 2 signing this offseason, but they don't have that much draft capital to move. Rudy Gobert isn't getting any younger. They really need Yohan Berenger to break out next year, and Jaden McDaniels is kind of like their only power forward that's playable in a playoff series on their roster right now. A lot of question marks in Minnesota, but they could definitely jump up throughout the regular season, and to be honest with you, they didn't make my top 5, but I like them the most out of any of these Western Conference teams that we've talked about. It might be a hot take. The Houston Rockets, I know their season ended in embarrassing fashion last year, losing to the Lakers in round number 1, a team that didn't have Luka Doncic. Now, I didn't know that Houston was going to not have Kevin Durant for most of that series when I predicted Houston to win, but this team should be better next year as long as Kevin Durant doesn't fall off a cliff, because them getting back Fred VanVleet is huge. If you remember at the start of last year's season, they were projected to be the second best team in the Western Conference, or the team that could maybe dethrone the OKC Thunder at the top. They almost beat them on opening night, and everybody was so excited about the Rockets, but no VanVleet, no Steven Adams, really ended up coming back to bite them. They didn't really have a true point guard. They kind of overused Reed Shepherd in that role. I don't even think Ime Udoka liked playing him last year. The Dorian Finney-Smith signing was a disaster. Now they have Marcus Smart on their team, and I think they have quality of depth and top tier talent as long as they can stay healthy. So yeah, maybe my hot take of this video is that the Houston Rockets can end up being the 3rd best team in the Western Conference. It feels like everybody's kind of out on them after how their season ended. And then there's so many teams you could talk about in the Eastern Conference, but I think the teams right outside the contenders, the Detroit Pistons, one of them. I don't think they did anything to address the issues from last year's playoff run. I assume they're going to get back Jalen Duren this offseason, but I always said, who is going to be the number 2 shot creator next to Cade Cunningham that can run this offense when he's on the bench, because they're going to have to play him 46 minutes a night in the playoffs because their offense stunk without Cade Cunningham in the postseason. There was a 9-point difference in terms of their net rating when Cade Cunningham was on the bench for 87 minutes in the playoffs compared to the 532 minutes when he was on the floor. They didn't address maybe the Austin Reeves market as much as I thought. Maybe they didn't go as hard after Jaylen Brown or Kawhi Leonard or Michael Porter Jr. I wasn't really asking for a top tier star. Trey Murphy would have worked. And I just don't think going from Tobias Harris to John Collins can really solve their issues unless Ibuka Corey is that guy out of the gate. I think they're going to be a good regular season team yet again, but I don't think they're a tier 1 contender. Also have Cleveland in here. I think Cleveland's kind of trending downwards right now. James Harden, 1 year older. Donovan Mitchell, 1 year older as well. Yeah, they finally made it to the conference finals, but they didn't win a conference finals game since they got swept by the Knicks, especially after that game 1 collapse, and then they lost the previous 3 after that. They lose Dean Wade and Keon Ellis this offseason, 2 of their better perimeter defenders. Now, if they ended up with a Jonathan Kuminga or a really good defender on the perimeter, I would like this team a little bit more. I just don't trust the defense, and I just don't trust James Harden and Donovan Mitchell as a duo right now to actually win a title. Could they make it back to the conference finals? Yes. I don't think they could win it all though right now. Also have the Miami Heat in this tier, which may upset some Heat fans. I don't want to say that they are a team that can't win it all next year, because they definitely can, but I need to see some more moves on the margins. And I know there's going to be a guy that's going to pop out of nowhere. That's kind of been the Heat motto, right? Like, who's this Max Strus guy? Who's this Gabe Vincent guy? Maybe that's going to be Jameer Young. Maybe that's going to be Trevor Keels. Maybe that's going to be Drew Smith or Myron Gardner next year. But I don't think this Heat team is deep enough, especially since Giannis Antetokounmpo hasn't really been healthy in the postseason since 2022. He was banged up against the Heat in 23, banged up against Indiana in 24 and 25, and they didn't make the playoffs last year either. So we haven't seen Giannis play in the playoffs in a little bit now. I think the Heat are going to be a solid regular season team. I think they might be more a likely contender in 2028 than 2027. And then 2 more teams that are not a tier 1 contender in my opinion. The Boston Celtics is one of them. I think the Boston Celtics can actually be like a top 2-3 seed in the Eastern Conference. I think they are going to be a good regular season team even after trading away Jaylen Brown. You add Mitchell Robinson and Paul George this offseason. Now you got Paul George because you traded away Jaylen Brown. I don't really like how the Jaylen Brown trade affected their ceiling, because I don't know if Jason Tatum can be the #1 in a playoff series to win 4 consecutive playoff rounds right now coming off that Achilles tear. I think their defense and depth is better than people give them credit for, but I just think once you traded away Jaylen Brown, especially for Paul George, kind of knocked you out of my tier 1 contender list. And then the team that I'm going to kind of have in the middle of the tier 2, tier 1, kind of a cop out here, but I don't really know until I see this player play basketball, and that's Tyrese Haliburton in the Indiana Pacers. Last time we saw Haliburton on a basketball court, he was in Game 7 of the NBA Finals in one of the most entertaining and miraculous playoff runs, him hitting a game winner against Milwaukee, against Cleveland, who was a 64-win team, against the Knicks in the conference finals, and they even won Game 1 and pushed the Thunder, who won 68 games that year, to 7 games. And I'm not trying to do some revisionist history, but I actually thought Indiana was going to win that Game 7. Just all the momentum was on their side, and Haliburton was playing on another level. They basically get Ivica Zubac this offseason. I'm so excited to watch Zubac and Haliburton play together, but I can't really put them in the tier 1 contender unless I see Tyrese Haliburton look like Tyrese Haliburton of old before the Achilles tear, because if he does look like that Haliburton, yeah, this team is one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Eastern Conference. But if it's a little shaky, if it's kind of looking like Tatum last year, then maybe they're going to be like in that second group of contenders. Now let's get to the 5 real ones. So the first one up is kind of a funny team to talk about right now, because they don't have the guy that would make them a tier 1 contender at the moment, and that's Kawhi Leonard of the Toronto Raptors. Yeah, I believe the Toronto Raptors are a tier 1 contender right now, because the bar is a little bit lower in the Eastern Conference when you're looking at the top tier teams. I think the Raptors have exactly what you need. I also think the Raptors could make a move or 2 this year, and it felt like last year they had so many injuries and they were still the 5 seed and pushed Cleveland to Game 7 when their best player, or at least the guy that's getting paid to be the best offensive player, Brandon Ingram, was terrible in that playoff series. So now the Raptors go out and get Kawhi Leonard, who was arguably a top 5 player in the league last year, and from like November to March was a top 2, top 3 player in the NBA. Yeah, that's as good of an upgrade as you can get. Like, Grady Dick was in that trade, but he was basically getting DNPs throughout the rest of the season. They do lose Sandro Mamukelashvili to the Los Angeles Lakers, which will obviously be a big hit in their front court depth right now, but I'm excited about Colin Murray-Boyles in year 2, Jacoby Walter in year 3, then obviously Scotty Barnes picking up the momentum he had last year as this elite 2-way forward that now doesn't have to be taxed like a #1 option. He doesn't have to have a 35% usage rate at times, because he can deflect to Kawhi Leonard, one of the greatest players of this generation. But there's always a little bit of a risk with Kawhi too, because he hasn't played in the conference finals since 2019 when the Clippers made it in 2021 when they ended up beating Utah, losing to Phoenix in the conference finals. He was hurt, so we haven't seen Kawhi really on the biggest stage in a minute, which is making this definitely a risky take by me to have them here. I just believe a ton in what Toronto could do defensively. I think even if Kawhi Leonard only played 50 regular season games, they should be fine enough. I think it's a deep enough roster. I'm excited to watch Allen Graves. I don't think Jakob Poeltl is going to be this bad. He had that back issue last year. As long as he's at full strength, I think he can actually look like a top 15-ish center again. And then is this finally the Emmanuel Quickley breakout season? How does RJ Barrett look in a contract year as well? I think they have depth, defense, and now the tier 1 talent in Kawhi Leonard that could put them over the hump. So yeah, it kind of came down for that 5th spot between Toronto, Boston, Indiana. Thought about Cleveland, thought about Miami and Detroit as well. I ended up going with the Toronto Raptors. I'm higher on them than most, I think, as long as the Kawhi Leonard trade goes through. And coming in at number 4, I think I'm ranking these from like 5 to 1. I do have the Philadelphia 76ers. I think the Sixers this offseason cemented themselves as a tier 1 contender. Do I think they're going to be a top 3 record team in the Eastern Conference this year? No. I think the regular season is going to have its ebbs and flows with this team, with health concerns, with Joel Embiid, with just roster synergy, experimentation throughout the year between LeBron James, who you signed for the veteran minimum, Jaylen Brown, who you traded Paul George for. You have Edgecombe in year 2. Joel Embiid could still be a top 10 player in the league when he's on the floor. He looked like that last year, but there's always an asterisk with him because how is the health going to look? You have Tyrese Maxey, who I think is still an underrated player in this league, especially what he could do off the ball. I don't think I'm really worried about the usage rate between any of these guys. I think LeBron James will sacrifice. He knows what he's doing at this point in his career. He's a great on-ball player. Maxey can be a great off-ball player, like I just said. I think Jaylen Brown could just buy in a little bit more defensively, and that's exactly what they need on the perimeter. They also had Anthony Simons, Dean Wade, LeBaron Philon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope this offseason. This bench is actually pretty good. Like, I think it's a better bench than the Miami Heat. It might be a better bench than the Toronto Raptors. I think it actually can have an argument as a better bench. I would actually say it is a better bench than the New York Knicks' bench, who just won it all. And I still think Nick Nurse is a good coach in this league. They might have a little bit of flexibility if they wanted to make a trade this year at the deadline as well. I'm sure they're definitely going to play the buyout market if somebody like, I don't know, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, who knows? Like, somebody gets bought out, right? And Philly could definitely add a veteran that's trying to maybe compete for a title. I think they are a tier 1 contender in this league, and I think they could win the Eastern Conference. And yeah, they could win it all, which is crazy to say after they ended up just getting smoked by the Knicks in round number 2. And it just felt like they had a limited ceiling. And then they turned Paul George into Jaylen Brown and LeBron James. How did Mike Gansey pull that off? And then the last team I'm going to talk about in the Eastern Conference here, the New York Knicks. So not since the 2018 Warriors, a team went back to back. So history over the last decade has kind of said, yep, the Knicks are not winning it all next year. A team since that Warriors team also hasn't gotten to back-to-back final appearances. I don't think the Knicks are going to do it next year, but the Eastern Conference is a little bit easier than what some of the previous reigning champions had to go through. Like OKC ran into the Spurs. Boston had the Tatum Achilles tear. The Denver Nuggets lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves, a good team on the rise. Like, there is a path for the Knicks to get a really easy playoff. Round 1, round 2, maybe some things go their way, and hey, they're back in the NBA Finals. I mean, this is an elite team that just won the NBA Finals, that kind of dominated their way after being down 2-1 to the Atlanta Hawks, ended up going on a 13 playoff winning streak and beat the Spurs in 5. Now, I am worried about their bench a little bit next year. How does like Shamet look off this new contract? How does Alvarado look? How does Jordan Clarkson look? These guys also were not super consistent last year in the regular season. They went on a 9-game losing streak at one point. Nobody was taking them seriously as a contender. There were talks that Mike Brown could get fired if the Knicks didn't make a deep playoff run. And they've also kind of neglected the NBA draft as well, a team that probably should try to get an influx of young talent. And they passed up on guys like Cam Carr in the NBA draft to select Tyler Nickel in the 2nd round. And they drafted Jack Cahill, who's going to play overseas next year. The Bakomi Daddier pick hasn't really worked out. Tyler Kolek is fine, but you don't really trust him in a playoff series at this point. So there's going to be a lot of pressure once again on the 5-man lineup of Jalen Brunson, Bridges, Hart, and Anunoby and Cat. They won it all last year. I don't mean to be negative about this team. I just think some historical facts have kind of showed to us that it's very hard to go back-to-back in this league. I'd be very shocked if the Knicks were the first team since that KD, Steph Curry Warriors team to do so. But I do think we have to treat them as a series contender, the top-tier contender in the Eastern Conference. And even though the Raptors added Kawhi and the Sixers added LeBron James and Jaylen Brown, I don't think either one of those teams kind of deserve to be over the New York Knicks right now, in my opinion. That can obviously change throughout the regular season. But it is hilarious, too, because when you look at the Brunson, Hart, Bridges, OG, Towns 5-man lineup from last year in the regular season, they played 500 minutes together. They had a 0.3 net rating, but then that went up to an 11 net rating in the playoffs. So we'll see which version we get throughout the regular season at least. And then my top 2 teams here. I'm going to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder at number 2. Now, last year, we got less than 400 minutes from Chet, J-Dub, and Shea together because J-Dub was banged up a ton last year, and only 66 minutes of that trio in the playoffs. The Thunder also lost Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, and Lou Dort this offseason, vital parts of this team winning it all in 2025 to save a ton of money against the luxury tax. This team also kind of neglected adding wings this offseason. They tried to sign Spencer Jones, but they added a Damara, another center in the draft, and Bennett Sturts, another point guard. This team has a million point guards and centers, but not a lot of guys in between. They lost to the Spurs in 7 games, who you could probably guess is my tier 1 number 1 contender. The Spurs didn't really lose as much as the Thunder lost this offseason. They're going to have to replace those guys that gave them quality depth throughout the regular season that allowed them to be the 1 seed for the 3rd straight season, and I do think that could affect them in the regular season a little bit more next year, especially if there's like a Shea injury. Can we see McCain step up in the regular season? Can we trust AJ Mitchell to step up in the regular season, and can he stay healthy? I think J-Dub is going to be great again. He looks healthy. He dealt with the wrist and hamstring issue last year. It's just they got to beat the Spurs. Like, the Spurs are such a good team right now, and they're only going to get better with their young talent. Like, I think the Thunder are the second best team in the NBA, but I think the Spurs are kind of the best team in the NBA as well. I think they have the depth, the young talent that can progress, and also both these teams have plenty of draft capital if they wanted to make a win now move at the deadline this year. But yeah, I just think I can't put OKC ahead of San Antonio just because they lost to them in 7 last year. Even though they should get a healthy J-Dub this year, I don't think they added enough this offseason. Like, I'm not sure if Sturts and or Mara are going to play in a playoff series. And how does Thomas Sorber look? Does Nikola Topic even play for this team? Like I said, it's a lot of guards and bigs, which has worked out just fine. They like their multiple guard lineups there in Oklahoma City. You just kind of need more size when you're going up against San Antonio. Hartenstein and Chet didn't really work out last year. Sorber, Mara, are those guys going to make a difference? We'll see. But yeah, number one in like my tier 1 contender list, I do have the Spurs. I do think the Spurs have the best odds at winning it all next year. I mean, the Thunder, according to sports books, have a slightly better chance at beating the Spurs and winning it all, but it's neck and neck. Now, it could be a similar case where the team in the East just kind of steamrolls like the Knicks did last year. They were more fresh, they were healthier, and the Spurs and the Thunder just beat up on each other again in a 7-game series. But when you're looking at the Spurs team, you have Wemby going into year number 4. He could definitely win MVP next year. He should have 3 depoys maybe right now. You have Castle going in year 3. Dylan Harper was their second best player in the NBA Finals as a 19-year-old rookie. You have De'Aaron Fox, who can still be an all-star in the regular season like he was last year. You didn't trade away Keldon Johnson. You didn't trade away Devin Vassell. I would have liked Rui Hashimura or LeBron James a little bit more than Tobias Harris, but hey, you're just adding Tobias Harris to this team. You keep Harrison Barnes for his veteran presence around, and maybe there's a breakout next year from Carter Bryant. Maybe Terrace Reed and or Jaden Quaidance is the youth athletic rim protection that you need behind Wemby that you couldn't really get from Luke Cornett or anybody else in the playoffs. So I'm glad they addressed that with both of their first-round picks. This team is hungry. They know what it's like to lose on the biggest stage. They ended up going to the finals with this young core. They won 62 games last year. They were second in the NBA net rating. I think they'll end up being the best team in terms of net rating this year as long as Wemby stays healthy. And I think they are the best tier 1 contender right now. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Those are the 5 teams that I think can legitimately win the finals next year: the Knicks, Thunder, Spurs, Sixers, and Toronto Raptors. But like I said, let me know if you think like maybe the Rockets, the Wolves, the Lakers should be in tier number 1. Do you think a team like the Pistons, Cavs, Heat, Pacers, Celtics should be in tier number 1 as well? Because so with the majority of the moves completed here in the 2026 NBA offseason, I wanted to give you guys the 10 most improved teams from moves they have made over the last few weeks. Because we've seen so many trades go down, a lot of free agency signings, and there still might even be a little bit more to come this offseason. I think a ton of the 2026 draft picks will make immediate impacts next year in their rookie seasons as well. And I'm not really implying that every single team that I'm going to talk about is going to be good next year, but they should be one of the more improved teams from their 2026 season. So hey, if you were the worst team in the league last year, you can really only go up from there. And I have one honorable mention. It was really tough to kind of figure out where they're going to be next year, and that's going to be the Indiana Pacers. They were one of the worst teams in the NBA last year for an obvious reason that Tyrese Halliburton tore his Achilles in the 2025 NBA Finals. He was out all throughout the regular season, and they started to tank at one point as well. They technically added Vita Zubac, but that was more of a move that they made at the deadline last year. They drafted Braden Smith. They signed Kelly Oubre. They could have made this list by default, but I ended up going with 10 other teams. And the first team I'm going to talk about is a team that did add a top 5 talent in the NBA this offseason in a massive blockbuster trade, and I assume have a couple more moves to make this offseason as well to round out this roster, maybe another veteran or two, and that's going to be the Miami Heat. Yeah, the Miami Heat started off the offseason by finally getting that superstar that they've been rumored to get ever since maybe LeBron James left them. Obviously, Jimmy Butler helped them go to 2 NBA Finals and was a bona fide superstar for them in 2020 and in 2023, but Giannis does feel like he's in a completely different tier. They acquired Giannis Antetokounmpo and Bobby Portis, with Tyler Hero, who didn't really play for them last year, going out, Kaspersky Shakuchonis, who was a rookie, Kalel Ware, and Jaime Jaquez. They also lost Norman Powell in free agency, but I do think this Heat team has elevated themselves into a completely new tier next season. I love the pickup of Tim Hardaway Jr. as a movement shooter. They re-signed Andrew Wiggins. They brought back Simone Fontecchio, and I'm really excited about Ryan Conwell as a draft pick also. The Heat are a team that hits a ton of moves on the margins. That's what Pat Riley, that's what Andy Ellisberger Pittsburgh have done in the front office for the last 2+ decades, and Eric Spoelstra gets the most out of their guys. I've mentioned it in videos in the past that I do believe somebody like Jameer Young or Trevor Keels, Drew Smith, Myron Gardner will step up in a bigger role next season. I think we could see a bounce back year from Nikola Jovic and maybe a full-on breakout from Pele Larson. I'm also excited about Davion Mitchell. There's a lot to get excited about in Miami. I don't know if they're going to be like a top 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. That may come in the 2028 season, but yeah, you have to throw them into a video like this since they traded for Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the best players in the world, and we shouldn't forget that. We'll stay in the Eastern Conference here, and this team did make the playoffs last year as a 6th seed. We're going to talk about the Atlanta Hawks, who I think just got better on the margins this offseason. They went from Zachary Risache to Lou Dort. Now it's signaling and waving the white flag that it was a terrible process and not a good draft pick in the 2024 draft, but Lou Dort is objectively better than Zachary Risache right now. They brought back CJ McCollum. They brought back Jock Landale. They're not going to lose sleep losing Jonathan Kuminga in any shape or form, and they might even be able to do a sign and trade out of it if that didn't already happen. They basically got Devin Carter for free. They picked up Ryan Nembhard and also got Aaron Wiggins as well. This team does not have a lot of holes at the moment. They bring in 3 polished rookies in Henry Vasar and Zubi Ejiofor. Kingston Flemings looked advanced with his creation and playmaking in Summer League, and this team is just going to be deeper with Quinn Snyder next year. They're obviously preaching defense. That's why they traded away Trae Young. That's why they moved on from Zachary Risache, because if you can't help out this team right now, you're not going to be able to be a part of their 2027 and beyond plans. I still think they're a team kind of in the waiting of getting maybe a superstar one day. I'm not sure if Jalen Johnson can be the #1 on a title team, but clearly him and Nickeil Alexander-Walker were good enough as a duo to be a competitive team in the East, to be one of the better teams in the Eastern Conference and in the NBA in the second half of last year's season. I'm excited to see some Lou Dort, Dyson Daniels lineups out there defensively. That's not going to be fun as a Knicks fan to watch Jalen Brunson try to go up against those two guys. We'll see how the offense is going to come around, but this team just has a ton of depth. They can withstand injuries. I still don't know how their rim protection is going to look next year, and maybe there's a chance their defensive lineups are a little bit better when Jock Landale is out there over Onyeka Okongwu. But Quinn Snyder has a lot of different guys at his disposal to try things out in the first half of the season. They have a bunch of tradable contracts and draft picks if they wanted to make a move at the deadline. I think Atlanta got better. And we'll talk about our first Western Conference team now. They were involved in that Lou Dort trade. They were the ones that acquired Zachary Risache. I'm going to talk about the Dallas Mavericks. So the Dallas Mavericks had a top 10 pick. They used that on Morris Johnson, but even before that, they hired Dusty May to be their new head coach, Mike Schmitz to be their new general manager, and Masai Ujiri to be their new president of basketball operations. They landed the aforementioned Morris Johnson in the NBA draft. They took a flyer on Sergio De La Rey at the end of the first round, and they also picked up Tariq Baberovic, who's a lights-out shooter from the EuroLeague. They acquired Santi Aldama this offseason, Marcus Sasser, and their departures, they're not really going to lose sleep over too much. Marvin Bagley, AJ Johnson, Chris Middleton, and Ryan Nembhard. Some of those guys are fine players, fine veterans, but there's now room for a returning Kyrie Irving, which feels like a massive addition, the incoming rookie in Morris Johnson, Derek Lively, who's hopefully going to be healthy going into year number 4, which is a pivotal year number 4 for him, as he's going to be a restricted free agent at the end of this season, and Cooper Flagg to run the show here in Dallas. They also matched the Moussa Cisse contract that the Knicks gave him. A 2-year deal just gives them some quality big man depth. Now, there's a lot of mouths to feed here in Dallas. I think Dusty May's going to have his work cut out for him in year number 1. Obviously, the goal is to build around Cooper Flagg and find the best lineups possible. Is that going to be with PJ Washington, Max Christie, Risache, Najee Marshall? They're going to have to figure it out. I don't think they trade away Kyrie Irving, and this team will not be as bad as they were last year and should be at least in the play-in tournament conversation at the minimum. We could stay in the Western Conference here, and this one I was debating going up against maybe the Chicago Bulls as another honorable mention, or the Indiana Pacers as I talked about earlier. I'm going to talk about the Utah Jazz. Now, you can make an argument that the Utah Jazz lost like their 3rd most important player this offseason in that Walker Kessler sign and trade with the Los Angeles Lakers, but it feels like Jaren Jackson Jr., who technically was acquired last year and played some games for Utah, just feels like a new addition. They bring in Jackson Hayes and Josh Okogie, some veteran defenders in the free agency market. They re-signed my best friend in Yusuf Nurkic and Mo Bamba, but they also draft Darren Peterson, who could win Rookie of the Year. He could be one of the 7 best shooting guards in the NBA already next year, with Keontae George in the backcourt together, Markkanen and Jaren Jackson Jr., giving them some size on the perimeter and in the paint. And then they also have Ace Bailey year number 2, Bryce Sensabaugh year 4, Filipowski and Collier, some guys with upside coming off the bench, and I think they just got better this offseason. Maybe it's just more so that their guys are going to actually play more next year, and they're no longer tanking since they traded away part of their first-round pick in 2027 in the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade, so they have no incentive to try to lose next year. finally. So I think just by default, they are one of the more improved teams this offseason. They would have been like a top 3 most improved team this offseason if they kept Walker Kessler. They were definitely going to feel the loss for him, but they did acquire some much needed draft capital after the Triple J trade to maybe make a move or two down the line. And I'm really interested to see if they end up extending Keontae George this offseason. But yeah, they just were the worst team in the NBA, and they're going to be at least in the play-in tournament conversation. Another team that's very similar to the Utah Jazz, we've kind of been comparing those two teams over the last few years with each other. They kind of started their rebuilds at the same time when the Jazz traded away Mitchell and Gobert and when the Wizards traded away Bradley Beal a couple off seasons ago. So yeah, the Wizards are the next team that I'm talking about. Trae Young, like Jaren Jackson Jr., was acquired last year, did play for them, but it does feel like a new addition. They gave him a huge 4-year extension this offseason. Also, they acquired Anthony Davis last year, who didn't play a single second for the Wizards, so that feels like a new addition. And like Utah adding Darren Peterson, the Washington Wizards added AJ DeBonta, the #1 pick in the draft, the best scoring wing freshman prospect we have seen since Kevin Durant almost 2 decades ago. They have so many exciting young wings on this team already with Keyshawn George, Will Riley, Trey Johnson, who's more of a guard. You have Bub Carrington. How about Alex Sarr going into year number 3, who could be a huge breakout candidate this season? DeAndre Ayton's going to be a serviceable backup big. They also brought back Chris Middleton after trading him in the Anthony Davis trade. They were also linked to DeMar DeRozan. I think that's enough forwards, Will Dawkins and Michael Winger. I don't think we need to add any more forwards over there, but they have a lot of optionality, a lot of flexibility to make a move, to see these young guys develop. Brian Keefe, like I mentioned earlier with Dusty May, is going to have his work cut out for him this year, trying to find the right rotations, give the guys the right minutes. They even mention Bilal Koulibaly at all. But this is a team that's been a bottom feeder in the Eastern Conference. It's going to be tough to make the play-in tournament. Like, the East got a lot better. We still have a couple other East teams to talk about, but I do think they are one of the more improved teams from this offseason. When you're talking about their trade deadline acquisitions last year, and then obviously adding the #1 pick in the draft. And one of those teams they're going to have to compete with if they want to be at the top of the Eastern Conference. I'm doing this team with an asterisk on it, and that's going to be the Toronto Raptors, because the time I'm recording this video, the Kawhi Leonard trade is still technically not official. It's still in limbo. What are we doing, NBA? Can we get a resolution on this aspirations scandal from over a year ago? And I'm hoping it's resolved by the time you guys see this video, but I can't confidently say that. But I'm going to make this analysis and assessment based off Kawhi Leonard and this trade being finalized for him going to the Raptors. So they add Kawhi Leonard for Brandon Ingram and Grady Dick. When you're just looking at the players on the basketball court, Brandon Ingram was terrible for them in round #1 against Cleveland last year. He didn't really help them out at all in a series in which they pushed Cleveland to 7 games. Also, Grady Dick kind of got outplayed by Jacoby Walter and even Jameson Battle at times and fell out of the Raptors rotation towards the end of it. And Kawhi Leonard, from like November to March, was a top 2, top 3 player in the league. He had arguably the best offensive season of his career last year. And the Raptors are basically going from Brandon Ingram, borderline top 40 player in the NBA, to a consensus top 10 player in the league in current day in Kawhi Leonard. I'm also interested to see if this trade goes through. What is the Kawhi Leonard extension going to look like? Is he going to get like that max deal that Jimmy Butler got from the Warriors a couple years ago after the trade? Or is it going to look like Kevin Durant signing the extension with the Rockets last year, and he gave them a noticeable discount because it allowed some more flexibility for the Rockets to make moves later on? Now, it's going to be a big loss losing Mamoukelashvili to the Los Angeles Lakers. They add a veteran like Kyle Anderson. They've re-signed Elijah Martin, and I'm really excited about Allen Graves because I didn't love the draft pick when it happened. I had some questions with it because of all the guys that are similar height, similar position with Graves in Toronto, but he looks so good in Summer League. So I'm really excited to see him next year. And I think Jakob Poeltl is going to be better next year as long as he's healthy. Same with Emmanuel Quickly. We'll see what they do with RJ Barrett in a contract year. And then obviously the continued development of Colin Murray-Boyles and their franchise player outside of Kawhi now in Scotty Barnes. Like the Miami Heat, I was not considering the Raptors as a serious title contender going into this season, but after adding Kawhi Leonard, yeah, they can 100% win the NBA Finals, which has to put you in this video. Okay, so I don't think this team is going to be good next year, and I'm sure Rockets fans are happy to hear that, but I'm actually going to put the Brooklyn Nets in this video because I do think the Nets got better when you're just looking at their roster from last year going into next year. Yes, they sent out Nick Claxton, but they bring in Julius Randle, who's a better player than Nick Claxton, a better regular season player. As of now, they haven't traded away Michael Porter Jr. Now, if they did that, then I would definitely dock them in this video and they wouldn't be here. I'd probably bring in the Bulls or the Pacers. But you also add Keon Ellis, you add Mo Wagner, you bring back Daron Sharp, who I think is going to be a breakout candidate this year. You bring back Josh Minot as well. You do lose Zaire Williams, but I think Jordy Fernandez gets the most out of his guys. I'm so excited to watch Igor Jumpman in year number 2 after the summer league he just had, and sharing that backcourt with Mikal Brown Jr. might make them appointment television for me, at least at the start of the season, and they could definitely be one of my league pass teams. I wonder who's going to emerge out of like the Joshua Jefferson, Drake Powell, Danny Wolf, Noah Clowney minutes going forward. I would not be surprised if they were aggressive this year at the deadline, kind of like Utah and Washington last year, getting ahead of the market and getting an Anthony Davis or a Jaren Jackson Jr. I could see Brooklyn being that team this year. And like I said, Jordy Fernandez just feels like he overachieves every year with this team. They're no longer trying to tank since they don't own their first round pick, and they might might have the worst roster on paper in the Eastern Conference right now, but I thought they were going to finish worse in the East the last few years, and they didn't. So I'm going to take that into consideration and just say the Nets will be better than what they were last year. They might lose a lot of games, but they're at least going to be very competitive doing so. All right, let's go back to the Western Conference here, and let's talk about the Memphis Grizzlies, who are also not really projected to win a ton of games next year, but I do think they got better this offseason. So they do trade away Ja Morant, who didn't play for this team really at all last year and wasn't good. They traded away Santi Aldama, but after the Ja Morant trade, they had a log jam at that position, and they bought out KCP. I think they're okay doing that. So they add Jeremy Grant, AJ Johnson, Chris Murray, Quidden Post in free agency, D'Angelo Russell, who's probably going to be gone, and Isaiah Stewart. But they also draft Cameron Boozer, 3rd overall, who's going to be my rookie of the year pick. I think he's going to be day one NBA ready. He's going to put up box score numbers left and right, and is going to contribute to winning basketball in Memphis. Maybe not right away. Like, I don't think the Grizzlies are going to make the playoffs next year. I would be shocked if they ended up making the postseason, but I do think he's going to be a floor raiser for his teammates around him. They also drafted Kareem Lopez, a little bit more of a project later on, and Richie Saunders. As long as he's healthy from his torn ACL, I actually think we'll give them quality minutes next year. I'm excited about year 2, Cedric Coward, year 3, Jalen Wells, more minutes for GG Jackson in a contract year as well. I wonder if Wells and Jackson get extended before the season starts. Like getting Isaiah Stewart for 3 second-rounders, you definitely do that. A healthy Zach Edey, a healthy Ty Jerome, who was so good in a smaller sample size last year as a starting point guard. And I also believe Javon Small is going to be a breakout candidate this year, like I had that in my breakout candidate video, and be the full-time backup point guard, be better than Scottie Pippen Jr. and Walter Clayton Jr. They also have Olivier Maxence Prosper and Taylor Hendricks that could definitely give them some quality minutes next year. They won 25 games last year. I think they're going to win more than 25 games next year. I could see them in like that 32-33 range and be one of the 10 most improved teams from this offseason. So I was going back and forth if I wanted to include this team. They're going to be the second to last team here, the last Western Conference team, the Los Angeles Lakers. I do think the Lakers got better this offseason. So obviously losing out on a 42-year-old LeBron James will hurt them, but they were able to just reshape this roster. Now, when you look at like their additions versus departures, it feels like they have a whole new team next year. Now, you still have Luka Doncic, you still have Austin Reeves, but they go out and get by far the best center on the open market in Walker Kessler. They complete the sign and trade to get that deal done, and that is a huge upgrade. It's a huge risk given the draft capital they gave up, but Walker Kessler is exactly what they need as a rim protector, a rebounder, a lob catcher, something they really haven't had in this short Luka Doncic Lakers era. You get a healthy, hopefully, Austin Reeves next year, and you land Quentin Grimes, Kevon Mooney, Sandro Mamukelashvili, Colin Sexton, Zaire Williams, Matisse Thybulle, Jaden Hardy, and Cam Carr in the NBA draft. We can't forget that. A year 2 with Duke Hero, who could break out, and they ended up losing DeAndre Ayton, Rui Hashimura, Jackson Hayes, LeBron James, Marcus Smart, and Luke Kennard. The Lakers won 53 games last year. I do think they overachieved, but that's just what JJ Redick has done so far. He's gotten the most out of this team. Their defense is still going to be a work in progress, and I think they're going to feel the loss of like Rui Hashimura as a defender, and obviously the loss of LeBron James, but I do think that the Lakers overall got better in terms of their depth. They're going to score a ton of points next year. It wouldn't shock me if they were like the 3 seed in the Western Conference, because I think some of the other teams that aren't going to make this video, like Denver, thought about Minnesota, but I don't know if they really got better this offseason, or even the Rockets that I thought about as well. I think there's a chance the Lakers finish ahead of all those teams and just finish behind maybe OKC and San Antonio in the West. So one more team to go, and it is the most improved team this offseason. So when I talked about the Miami Heat and the Toronto Raptors, I said I wasn't really considering them as title contenders before the Giannis or Kawhi Leonard trades. Now, the same thing here for the Philadelphia 76ers. I know they finally beat the Boston Celtics in round number 1, but with Embiid's health concerns and massive contract, with Paul George health concerns and massive contract, and the limited depth on this team, I didn't think that they were going to win the title in 2027. I thought maybe they could win a playoff series if Embiid can stay healthy, but man, they might be the finals favorite out of the Eastern Conference for what Mike Gansey has done this offseason. So they fired Daryl Morey, they hire Mike Gansey from Cleveland, which turned out to be a lot bigger than what we originally thought. So they start off this offseason by drafting LeBaron Philon, 22nd overall in the NBA draft. I thought was a home run. I thought he was a top 14 player in the NBA draft, top 12 player in the NBA draft, and they got him at 22. They started off free agency by signing Dean Wade, a much needed defender, after losing Kelly Oubre, but I like Wade's complementary shooting more than Kelly Oubre, and that's the role that they're going to be in, a little bit more of a role of just kind of like a stand in the corner 3-point shooter. And then they make a huge trade. I just remember being the night of the USA Bosnia game in the World Cup. It shocked everybody when they acquired Jaylen Brown for Paul George in terms of the players involved in this deal, which is a huge upgrade. Jaylen Brown was a top 10 player last year. He finished 6th in MVP voting, All-NBA second team, led the Boston Celtics to 56 wins in a retool year in the Eastern Conference. Conference, and they got him for Paul George. Now, obviously, they gave up future draft capital, but when we're talking about on-the-court play, that is going to be an upgrade. Somebody that actually plays basketball, unlike Paul George over the last 2 years. I also like the addition of Anthony Simons. They take a flyer on Ariel Hook-Porty. Throughout this time, they lost the aforementioned Kelly Oubre. They lost Andre Drummond to the Knicks and Quentin Grimes, but the cherry on top, they would have made this video if they didn't make this signing. They picked up LeBron James. They also picked up KCP, but yeah, they signed LeBron James for 2.5% of their total cap space. He took obviously a huge pay cut to come to Philadelphia to try to win a title, and your projected lineup to close out games, Tyrese Maxey, year 2 VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. That might be the best starting 5 or closing 5 on paper in the NBA. There's obviously some wrinkles that need to go into that. Embiid needs to stay healthy. Jaylen Brown needs to buy into this role, but I think we're also forgetting how good Tyrese Maxey is. Like, he's way better, I think, than the public perception gives him credit for. This is by far the most improved team in the 2026 offseason, and there's a reason why they're gonna have the most nationally televised games next year. They actually have a legitimate chance at winning their first title since 1983. So yeah, that is gonna be it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I'd appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these 10 teams. Would you take out a team? Would you add a team? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you are not already, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Last year, like, he averaged 8 points. He shot 38% from the field, the lowest of his career basically since his rookie season. And if you wanted to have like a tradable contract at $16 million a year, fine, give him a 1-year deal, give him a 2-year deal, 3-year deal with the team option in the last year, not a full 4-year guaranteed contract. This is one of the worst moves of the offseason, and that's why the NBA is kind of investigating it. Lorenzo mentions here for the Chicago Bulls that them drafting Dalen Swain with the 15th overall pick instead of guys like Phylon, Carr, and Malik Thomas was their worst move this offseason. Now, I'm recording this before Benedict Mathurin signed, so if he signed with the Chicago Bulls, I'd probably put that in here. Now, it's kind of unfair to Dalen Swain right now because he just had a horrible summer league, so that's the thing everybody is remembering right now. I didn't have Dalen Swain going to Chicago. I thought maybe Cameron Carr would have been a better fit. I can see the reasoning with going with Dalen Swain over LeBaron Phylon or even Malik Thomas, even though that was rumored a little bit. Now, after summer league, it doesn't look great right now, but I think long term it's going to be just fine, unless Dalen Swain just can't finish around the rim, because that was his calling card coming out of Texas, because he wasn't a good 3-point shooter either. So maybe it is something to worry about, but we're ways away from actually panicking about it. I would say maybe the Zach Collins contract. Like, I don't love Zach Collins out there, but I get it. Cleveland Sports Central mentions here for the Cavs that letting Dean Wade and Keon Ellis walk while not getting LeBron and losing depth in the process. So basically the entire offseason to this point. What do you mean? You don't like Mario Hezonja to save the franchise right now? I feel like the Cavs are in a interesting spot. Like, they could end up getting a veteran wing. Are they going to get DeMar DeRozan or Jonathan Kuminga right now? I don't know if that really solves their issues unless you fully believe that Kuminga can break out defensively. Now, Dean Wade was kind of holding this defense together on the perimeter because James Harden, not a good defender, Donovan Mitchell, not a good defender, and sometimes you don't feel super comfortable about Evan Mobley or Jared Allen on the perimeter, and that's why Dean Wade was there. Now, Keon Ellis, your other good perimeter defender, is gone. You traded away DeAndre Hunter for Keon Ellis and Dennis Schroeder. They tried to dump Strus, Schroeder, or Sam Merrill this offseason. They brought back Thomas Bryant. I do like the draft pick of Malik Thomas, but I don't disagree with this whatsoever. I'm not really sure that the Cavs even got better this offseason, and they put all their eggs in the LeBron James basket. And I wonder, going back to the Harden trade, like, if they didn't make the Harden trade, would have signed with the Cavs if it was Darius Garland at the point guard position. And I know they kind of had to do it because they didn't want to trade him, but the Donovan Mitchell extension is something I'm keeping an eye on. So $50 million this year, 30% of the team's cap space. It goes up to 35% of their cap space at $60.9 million next year, 36% of their cap space in 2029, 37% of their cap space in 2030, and has a $75.5 million player option in 2031 when Donovan Mitchell is essentially going to be 33, 34 years old. Like, I can't say that's a bad extension right now, but I do have a feeling it might not age the best. Powell mentions here for the Boston Celtics not giving up Hugo in the Giannis trade. Now we are stuck with Paul George. So yeah, you could look at this at 2 lens for the Boston Celtics. It could be, yeah, not including Hugo to get Giannis Antetokounmpo to try to build a team around Giannis and Jason Tatum, which would definitely be the clear favorites in the Eastern Conference, and then ultimately ended up with you trading away Jaylen Brown to your division rival, the team that knocked you out in the playoffs, and then that also allowed them to go out and sign LeBron LeBron James. So I could say those are hand in hand the worst moves from the Boston Celtics this offseason. I didn't mind them entertaining the idea of trading Jaylen Brown. I thought you were going to get a return for somebody that finished 6th in MVP voting, All-NBA second team, one of the best scorers last year on a 56-win team, but they got Paul George and draft capital for it. I didn't love the return for the Boston Celtics whatsoever. I would definitely say that is their worst move this offseason. But yeah, going back to Pablo's statement here, like if Hugo Gonzalez was the guy to get it done, I would feel good about that because the Miami Heat had to basically trade a decent amount of their roster to go out and get Giannis. They had to trade 4 players as well as a ton of draft capital. I do wonder, like looking back, would it have only cost Jaylen Brown and Hugo Gonzalez 2 players and a little bit more draft capital that you could stomach, because you're probably going to be really good with Giannis Antetokounmpo and Jason Tatum and Neemias Queta and Peyton Pritchard and Derek White. Like I said, that is the clear favorite in still a wide open Eastern Conference. So I feel like the Celtics, although they didn't really get that much worse this offseason, I think they're going to be a top 5 seed next year. I wouldn't be surprised if they won 50 games again. It just feels like the process of this offseason isn't great. Like trading away Jaylen Brown to your division rival. If Philly wins a ring, it's going to kind of feel like when Milwaukee traded away Drew Holiday for Dame, and then Drew Holiday ended up on Boston to just get them a title or help them win a title in 2024, a team that they were kind of competing with over the last few years. Kind of feels like that, especially if Philly wins it all. Josh mentions here that for the Los Angeles Clippers, their worst move is actually re-signing Brook Lopez, so we can't let Yannick Niederhauser get starting minutes for our rebuild. Okay, so the moment I'm recording this video, the Kawhi Leonard trade has not been made official yet. I still feel like it's going to go through and he's going to be a Toronto Raptor, but it's still weird, everything that is going on right now. I can see why Josh could be upset with that, but I don't think Brook Lopez is going to crowd the rotation over Yannick Niederhauser right now. We all saw how good he was after the Ivica Zubac deal. Brook Lopez is playing under an expiring contract at $9.1 million. It doesn't hurt to have more big man rotation because, yeah, Niederhauser did have a serious foot injury. You also have Isaiah Jackson with injury history, and you have Brook Lopez for a team that doesn't own their first round pick directly. So they're trying to win games. Big men get injured all the time. It doesn't hurt to have quality depth. And maybe Brook Lopez could actually turn into a trade candidate at the deadline for them. I mean, I'm not really going to talk about Keaton Wagler too much, although I would have went maybe with somebody different at the 5th overall pick. Maybe Mikal Brown if you didn't want to go the A-Cuff route. I don't love the Kawhi Leonard return if Grady Dick doesn't pan out, because we kind of know what Brandon Ingram is at this point, and he's making $40 million this year. He has a $41.9 million player option next year, which basically eliminates your 2027 cap space unless he opts out, and he would have to have like a career season to opt out. But if he has a career season, I guess you would want to just re-sign him. But I'm looking at this Clippers roster right now, and I just don't see it really competing in the Western Conference. I might be wrong. These guys play super hard and super physical, but I do wonder, like, are they trading away Derrick Jones Jr.? Are they trading Chris Dunn? Is there one more surprise sign and trade this offseason for them? Either way, I'm looking at their roster. I know it was time to move on after trading away Harden and Zubac to move on from Kawhi Leonard, but I just feel like the return, I just wish it was a little bit better in terms of like the main player you got back, and it was Brandon Ingram. Sam mentions here for the Memphis Grizzlies, giving away Santi Aldama for essentially nothing. Now, if you look at that, okay, it kind of feels like that, but it did get roped into the Isaiah Stewart trade, and I think Isaiah Stewart just has a better contract. He's saving you a little bit of money this year. Both Stewart and Aldama had team options for next year. I don't think you needed another power forward on your roster. I would maybe go with the Ja Morant trade. I know it was time to finally move on from Ja Morant, but now we have this like bad Jeremy Grant contract in Memphis, and I don't think he's reshaping his value. He's got $36.4 million with a player option next year in 2028. He's going to opt into that. So now you have basically 21% of your cap space locked up to somebody that you probably don't even plan on starting, because you have Coward, Wells, Gigi Jackson on the perimeter, and your new franchise power forward in Cam Boozer. And I'm not saying Memphis is going to go out and sign a bunch of guys. It's not a big free agency market. It just feels like a very crowded power forward room right now, because not only is it Boozer and Grant, it's also Taylor Hendricks, who they got in the Jaren Jackson Jr. trade. It's Olivier Maxence Prosper, who they like. Chris Murray, who they got in the Ja Morant trade as well. I mean, Gigi Jackson's kind of a stretch forward. They signed Quidden Post, which just felt kind of unnecessary, but he's a solid player. It's not a guaranteed contract. I just wonder what this team could have maybe done differently. Maybe not getting Kareem Lopez, another power forward in the NBA draft, and they could have ended up with maybe Ibuka, Corey, or LeBaron Philon. Hey, Bennett Sturts could have been a possibility, or Christian Anderson as well. BZ mentions here for the Atlanta Hawks, I still don't understand why the Hawks fully guaranteed Buddy Hield's contract. They could have just cut him and saved $6 million. Yeah, I thought that was weird when they guaranteed that contract, because I don't think Buddy Hield is worth $9.6 million whatsoever, and that could actually be like a nice contract spot, like your room exception to have to go out and sign somebody. I think right now, where the NBA is headed, they want a lot of these players that are making kind of between $7 million, $15 million, because that does feel like the sweet spot to get a lot of these trades done. I expect them to extend Lou Dort. They might end up extending Onyeka Okongwu this offseason. They gave Jock Londell $14 million. And maybe I'm trying to pinpoint a move. I could probably agree this was like their worst move this offseason. I just wonder if this is going to set up something bigger. Like, does this team trade for Rudy Gobert? Does this team trade for Anthony Davis or something like that at the deadline, you know? Because they're already paying Corey Kispert $13.9 million. I'm looking at all these wings right now with Wiggins and Naw and Jalen Johnson and Lou Dort and Dyson Daniels can play up. Like, you're not playing Buddy Hield whatsoever, so you're paying him $9.5 million to do nothing for you. Maybe he's going to be a good shooting mentor for some of the young guys here, but I could definitely see this team making another trade this offseason. Olympia mentions here for the Miami Heat, them not getting a capable guard. Now, the offseason isn't over yet. I do expect the Miami Heat to add somebody in the free agency market. I do wonder if they're going to end up with a Bradley Beal, a Russell Westbrook, or somebody like that. Like Gary Payton is technically on the free agency market. Could there be a homecoming, a reunion with Gabe Vincent, who was great for them in that 2023 finals run? So I can't really criticize them for that yet. Maybe the one thing you can is the Andrew Wiggins extension was a little bit odd because he had a $30 million player option in which he opted into and then signed a new 2-year extension, an additional $33 million. So it's essentially a 3-year deal worth about $63 million, but he could have opted out of that player option and signed the same extension, and he would have been making $10 million less per year this season, which would have actually given Miami a ton of flexibility moving forward. I don't know if that was an option at all, but I would say maybe that's the worst move, but you gotta be honest, like, you're one of the biggest winners this offseason. 12 mentions here for the Charlotte Hornets, trading away LaMelo Ball and Miles Bridges instead of just running it back, as they were playing amazing in the second half of last season. I mean, yeah, time will tell if this was the right decision for Jeff Peterson and that Charlotte Hornets front office, because it was surprising when they traded away LaMelo Ball, but this is the definition of selling high. It could work out, it might not. We'll see how LaMelo Ball is going to be health-wise and just his overall playmaking-wise for the Wolves this year. The Hornets are probably going to take a step back from their very exciting season last year, where it felt like they were America's team after New Year's. I don't think the Miles Bridges trade was a bad idea at all either. You got an unprotected 2033 first-round pick for Miles Bridges. You got Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and you gave up like a poor swap in that deal. I would do that deal any day of the week, even if you still had LaMelo Ball. And I can see the reason for trading away LaMelo Ball. Like, you were not getting that value for him last offseason. It's kind of the same thing with Kawhi Leonard. These guys improved their value over the last year, so it's time to move on and actually sell them. It may be the last time you can get something like this in their careers. I don't really know if I have like the worst move for the Hornets this offseason. It could end up being the LaMelo Ball trade, but time will only tell on that. Mason Buckets here mentions for the Utah Jazz, letting Walker Kessler walk. I don't really disagree with this one here, because the Utah Jazz are definitely going to be one of the more improved teams next year. I made a video talking about the 10 most improved teams this offseason. I talked about the Utah Jazz in that video, and they're going to feel the loss of Walker Kessler. I know you got some great draft capital from the Lakers, but what if the Lakers are good? Like, what if Walker Kessler is amazing? He's still in his mid-20s. They have Luka Doncic. They have Austin Reeves. It will be pivotal if Luka Doncic signs that extension with the Lakers next offseason, because if he's going to be with the Lakers for the next 8 seasons, this trade might not age the best, because guys like Walker Kessler that are in their mid-20s, great rebounders, good defenders, can maybe space the floor, they do not grow on trees. And Utah's rolling out Mo Bamba, Yusuf Nurkic, Jackson Hayes as their center rotation next year. That's not great. Now, I know Jaren Jackson Jr. can play the 5, but we also know that Triple J is not a good rebounder out there, and this team would have been insanely talented with George, Peterson, Markin, and Triple J and Kessler. I wanted to see that starting 5 out there with like Ace Bailey coming off the bench, and maybe somebody breaks out. I do think that could be looked at as the worst Jazz move this offseason, although I do like the return on paper, but there is a chance that that trade maybe goes south a little bit. If the Lakers never bottom out with Luka, who's one of the 6, 7 best players in the NBA, maybe top 5. NBA Fest mentions here for the Sacramento Kings that moving on from Devin Carter too soon and had to give away a second for only a $5 million a year rookie contract, and how they still have offensive stars like Sabonis, Levine, and Monk and not get any first in a trade baffles my mind. Yeah, we are well past the time period where you would get a first-round pick for Zach LaVine in a trade. There's a better chance he gets bought out this year at one point. Malik Monk, like when he signed that contract a couple years ago, I thought it was great, and he was somebody that was like a perennial 6-man of the year candidate, and now it's kind of like an untradeable contract, but I don't disagree. Devin Carter was a lottery pick in the 2024 draft. You were projected to be the worst team in the NBA this season. Just keep him. We're really Philly holding out for $5 million when somebody dealt with shoulder issues, a new head coach who traded away the mentor point guard in De'Aaron Fox? Like, it was a terrible situation for Devin Carter. I think they gave up way too soon. I agree. I think they had talks about trading away Sabonis this offseason, but they didn't want the Jakob Poeltl contract from Toronto. They didn't probably have a good package from Charlotte either. So yeah, I would probably end up going with the Devin Carter trade as well. Timothy mentions here for the New York Knicks letting go of Hukporti because we weren't going to be able to keep Mitch, but Hukporti was a pretty solid defensive center. I don't know. I think Aro Hukporti is all right, I would say. I do have some gripes with the Knicks in the offseason. I'm very passionate, obviously, about the Knicks as a Knicks fan, but I can't criticize them too much because they won it all. So I don't want to get greedy here. I would have liked if they actually used their first round pick in this year's draft, but they trade out of it. They ended with Jack Cahill, who they wanted probably Euro stash. He had a promising summer league. And they also drafted Tower Nickel, who looked great in summer league as well. But Cam Carr could have been on the Knicks. Koa Pete could have been on the Knicks. Sergio De La Rey could have been on the Knicks. Chris Sinak could have been on the Knicks. Guys that could actually help this team out next year, but also going forward. Like, Cat's going to want a new deal. Josh Hart's going to want a new deal. Jalen Brunson next year is going to get a new contract. You need guys under rookie deals. Like, you need these cheap deals that you've had in recent memory, like Miles McBride, and even before this team, like Quentin Grimes, Emmanuel Quickley, that are making up 3% of your cap space, that actually have promise and a development track to grow, to be a part of your rotation, and then one day your starting lineup, because you're not going to be able to run out that starting five for the next 5+ years. There's going to be mileage on that group. So I don't know. I kind of wish they used their first round pick. I like the Alvarado extension. I like the Landry Shamet extension. They bring back Jordan Clarkson and Mo Diawara. Andre Drummond to replace Mitchell Robinson is fine. It's a one-year deal, not a lot of risk to it. They do need to add another big this offseason, but I'm also just pissed that, like, James Dolan, who makes a gajillion dollars, like owning the Knicks in Madison Square Garden, that just made so much money throughout their finals run, was scared to go into the second apron for one season to bring back Mitchell Robinson. I just kind of hate it. And he signed with your division rival just to make it a little bit worse. But once again, I can't complain too much. The Knicks just won it all. The Street mentions here for the Los Angeles Lakers that signing Sandro Mamukelashvili for a 4-year, $52 million contract was one of the worst. Now, I did find it interesting that not a lot of 4-year guaranteed contracts were handed out this offseason. There was a lot of 2-year deals, maybe 3-year deals. One of them was Gary Trent Jr. going back to the Bucks, but the Lakers handed out a decent amount of long-term contracts. Walker Kessler got basically 4 years guaranteed. Same with Quentin Grimes and Mamukelashvili, who I think is actually going to make the Lakers a lot better next year. I think Mamu's going to be a great floor spacer for this team. He's not a great defender, so I don't think he can really be a backup 5, but I'm excited to see him as a spot-up 3-point shooter playing with Luka Doncic. He was great and played well above his market value last year under that $2 million veteran minimum with the Toronto Raptors. He shot 39% from 3. Now, I will say maybe the Lakers going out and signing Colin Sexton, I don't know if it was too soon, but Colin Sexton should not close out a single game for the Lakers. It's essentially a 1+1. I wonder if you were just better off giving that exact contract to Jonathan Kuminga, who can actually maybe help you on the perimeter defensively, because this team defense is not great at the moment. You're asking a ton out of Quentin Grimes to scale up, and he's had an issue with that in the past. So I do wonder if you could have maybe swapped out Colin Sexton for Jonathan Kuminga in hindsight, because you're putting a lot of faith into a rookie Cam Carr on the perimeter defensively, Zaire Williams, who signed to a 1-year deal, and a 29-year-old Matisse Thybulle, who hasn't been a good shooter in years. But I do disagree. I think the Mamu contract was a good one for the Lakers. Portsmouth mentions here for the Orlando Magic, the Magic, waived the soldiering remains of Jonathan Isaac, and they re-signed him. The Magic continue to be a deeply unserious franchise. So the Magic kind of just played it safe this offseason. They did fire Jamal Mosley after blowing the 3-1 lead in round 1 to Detroit, and they hired Sean Sweeney. 2 thumbs up for me. I do like that decision by them, but they end up letting Mo Wagner walk to the Brooklyn Nets. They bring in Nikola Vucevic, not going to help you out defensively, but it's fine. You also have Wendell Carter Jr., and you still have Goga Bitadze on your contract. I get why they waived Jonathan Isaac, because you save $6 million in doing so against their luxury tax bill. You take a flyer to bring him back. It's whatever. I just would have liked to see this team add another point guard or just another ball handler this offseason. Maybe they're going to be very reliant on Javon Carter next year. It didn't work out for Tyus Jones last year. Maybe there's a year 2 leap for Jace Richardson. He looked promising in summer league, but when I was watching the Orlando Magic, they need a veteran ball handler to control this offense, set everybody up. I don't want to watch Jalen Suggs as a point guard again. He cannot run this Magic offense. Maybe it changes with Sean Sweeney and it's going to look different from Jamal Mosley, but I think that could be their demise this year, or at least them not reaching their potential and their ceiling, because last year they were projected to be a top 4 seed in the Eastern Conference, and they were playing like 500 basketball throughout the whole season. I know they had plenty of injuries. Maybe they think Anthony Black can be their starting point guard, and there's a Jalen Suggs trade to come this offseason. Either way, not a huge fan of them not adding a guard this offseason. Mr. Nobody mentions here for the Dallas Mavericks that drafting Morris Johnson over Braden Burries. Now, once again, time will tell if that was the right decision for the Dallas Mavericks. I didn't like it as much. He looked good in his first summer league game. game, and it's definitely promising going forward, but there's already talks about extending Derek Lively. They have Daniel Gafford under contract for the next 3 seasons. You have PJ Washington under contract for the next 4 seasons as a power forward. You have Najee Marshall, Caleb Barton, Cooper Flagg, Zachary Risache, and you traded for Santi Aldama. Like, I'm not sure if Morris Johnson is going to play a ton this year, which is fine. Rookies don't have to play 70 games and 20 minutes a night in their rookie seasons. But when I'm looking at the 2-guard spot and how you might move on from Klay Thompson this offseason or throughout the season, Max Christie's playing under the final year guaranteed of this contract because he has a player option next offseason. I think it could have been wise to take Braden Burries. He looked great for Milwaukee in Summer League. Like I said, time will tell. We can't say that was the right or wrong decision right now. And it's going to be interesting to see what ends up being the right decision when we look back on that draft pick 3 years from now. Benzito mentions here for the Brooklyn Nets getting Julius Randle. I don't know. I'm looking at this Nets team right now, and it's tough to project them to even being a play-in team. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Jordy Fernandez gets the most out of them this season like he has in years past. But like this team, while it has improved, it's the worst team in its division. Toronto, Philly, Boston, New York, all better. When we go to the Central Division, Indiana should be better, Detroit, Cleveland, and I guess they're in that Milwaukee, Chicago tier. And then in the Southeast Division, I think Atlanta's better, Miami's better, Orlando's better, Washington should be better, and I think Charlotte might end up being better as well. There's been talks about Michael Porter Jr. not being happy with the offers that Sean Marks has given him on a contract extension. Like, would they trade him away? Randall has a player option for 2028. He can be a floor raiser and should make you better throughout the regular season. But I do wonder, like, this was the $33 million in cap space they used this offseason on Julius Randle. Could they have landed somebody a little bit better? Could they maybe waited out a little bit and actually have been a threat to sign Jalen Duren away from the Detroit Pistons? Could they have waited and gotten Walker Kessler away from the Utah Jazz? So I don't really disagree with this one too much. I also wonder if the Joshua Jefferson pick will be the right one at the end of the first round, because I'm looking at this power forward rotation at the moment, and it's Julius Randle, Danny Wolf, Noah Clowney, Joshua Jefferson. It just feels very crowded. Even Josh Minot scales up a little bit. This person mentions here for the Denver Nuggets, falling for the Spencer Jones trap and now having to pay even more in luxury tax payments. And yeah, this is not a cheap match either. They're facing $32 million in increased luxury tax payments from $36 million to $68 million, and the Nuggets are in the second apron. And the moment I'm recording this, Peyton Watson hasn't been resolved yet. I'm not sure how deep into August that is going to go, but I'm like scared that the Nuggets window with this core can be closing. Aaron Gordon is going to his age 31 season. Jamal Murray, age 29. Cam Johnson did not work out last year, but I do think he could bounce back next year. Christian Brown is getting paid 13% of this team's cap space, and I'm sure Peyton Watson's agent is saying, my client was a lot better and more valuable to your team last year. Why am I getting offered 4 for 80 or 4 for 70? Whatever the Nuggets are actually offering, it's just a weird spot for Denver right now, and they're paying a decent amount for Spencer Jones, who I actually think was worth that. I think he would have been a really good player in OKC. They actually need wings like Spencer Jones, and if they trade away Cam Johnson, that could be well worth paying $6 million for. I just feel like they hamstrung themselves so much here, and they ended up trading out of the first round to save some money to take Bryce Hopkins. I don't know. Like, Koa Pete could have been a fun player on this team. Chris Sinak could have been a fun player on this team. Could they have actually traded up a little bit to get Cam Carr? Because then you can maybe feel the loss of Cam Johnson a little bit better if you had another wing in your rotation. Because this bench, it's getting weak real quick. Boiler Fryer mentions here that the Indiana Pacers should have been willing to pay the tax and make some sort of trade for Trey Murphy. 100% agree with this offseason. The Pacers were very safe. They are kind of a cheap organization when you look at ownership's willingness to pay the tax, go into the first apron or the second apron. They have about $2.5 million up until the first apron, and they have about $14.9 million up until the second apron. Their big splash this offseason was signing Kelly Oubre to a 2-year deal, and they also signed Larry Nance Jr. and drafted Braden Smith. But when I'm looking at the Eastern Conference, Halliburton's recovering from the Achilles tear. You acquired Ivica Zubac at the deadline. Trey Murphy wanted to be in Indiana. I'm not sure why you were holding onto your draft picks or your first apron space to not make a play there if there was a realistic option. Now, you did have to give your 2029 first out there in the Ivica Zubac trade, but you have your first rounder next year, a swap in 28, a swap in 2030, your 2031, 32, 33 first round picks. Trey Murphy is boys with Tyrese Halliburton. He fits the timeline. He's under a great contract, and I think they could have used the better wing. And you could have traded what? Obi Toppin and Jarris Walker? I would have lived with that 100% any day of the week. And I wonder if Indiana gets bounced in round 1, or they clearly don't have the depth or maybe the top end talent with a returning Halliburton to go up against some of the other teams in the East. We'll look back on this offseason and then passing up on other wings to add to this roster. For the Pelicans, it's signing DeAndre Jordan just because of what it represented for our franchise, since apparently our 25-win team is immovable. Yeah, I will say I haven't loved the approach of the Pelicans this offseason. It does feel like they're not moving on from Zion Williamson, which is fine. I get it. Probably not a great market for him right now. They haven't moved on from DeJounte Murray, so we're going to have Jeremiah Fears, your top 10 pick, come off the bench next year. I assume Jordan Poole is going to start the season on this team. Trey Murphy, still on this roster. Herb Jones, still on this roster. They picked up the $7 million team option on Jordan Hawkins. Saddiq Bey is still on this roster. Are they going to extend him? Apparently, Yves Missi was untouchable to the New York Knicks, and when you look at some of their rotations last year, this team had a negative 12.7 net rating when Derek Queen and Zion Williamson shared the floor. They had a negative 15 net rating when Yves Missi and Derek Queen shared the floor, and they had a slight positive net rating with Missi and Zion. So I don't know. I just don't know if all those guys are going to be able to work out next year. None of them can really space the floor at all or defend at a high level outside of maybe Yves Missi. And yeah, DeJounte Murray missed majority of last year's season recovering from the torn Achilles. Maybe there's a breakout player on this team right now. I just feel like they've been way too quiet, way too passive for running back a 26 and 56 roster. They also hired Jamal Mosley. Not sure if I think that's an upgrade over James Borrego. This person mentions here for the Pistons either lack of making a big move or whatever that Kevin Huerter contract was. So yeah, obviously that the Pistons Jalen Duren saga has dragged out way more than they would have liked it to, but I will say the one thing I would have liked for them to do this offseason, add a secondary elite shot creator next to Cade Cunningham. That's why I didn't really take them seriously on winning the Eastern Conference last year, even though they won 60 games. It was Cade Cunningham, and your number 2 was Tobias Harris. I wasn't really that scared of Asar Thompson with the ball in his hands, or Jalen Duren, who was a playoff dropper. Dennis Jenkins just felt like he was overtaxed as well, and this team basically swapped out Tobias Harris for John Collins, which I don't think is that much of an upgrade as an on-ball shot creator. You have good depth of movement shooters like Robinson, Isaiah Joe, and Kevin Huerter, but those guys can't really self-create. Asar Thompson and Ron Holland really can't space the floor. And are you that high on Ibuka Corey? Are you that high on Dennis Jenkins? There's just so many names I thought they could have gone after this offseason. Jaylen Brown, Kawhi Leonard, Austin Reeves, Michael Porter Jr., Trey Murphy. There's like 10 guys that I think would have been great number 2s to pair up with Cade Cunningham. While he's not near the end of his prime career whatsoever, but he's going into his age 25 season. He's a top 10 player in the sport. Like, the window is now in the East at the moment, and I just felt like the Pistons kind of were too passive for a team that almost lost in round 1, had to come back down 3-1, and lost in round number 2, even though they were a 1 seed 60-win team. This person mentions here for the Toronto Raptors not trading Jakob Poeltl. If not, it's passing on Baron Philon in the draft. I mean, the way that Allen Graves has looked so far in Summer League, I think you could be okay at the moment with passing on Baron Philon, although I think it would have been wise for them to add another point guard that could shoot, because Emmanuel Quickley hasn't been the most reliable player out there with his health, and Jamal Shed isn't the greatest shooter in the world. But I love the addition of Kawhi Leonard this offseason, obviously. It's going to be a big loss of losing Sanju Mamukelashvili to the Los Angeles Lakers. But yeah, I also don't love like the center rotation. I guess they're still high on Conmurray Boyle scaling up to be the backup 5 at times. And I just don't think anybody was taking on that Jakob Poeltl contract unless he can rebound his value this year, because it's not great when you look at the details of it. Roland mentions here for the Houston Rockets not signing or adding volume shooters to the roster. So yeah, the Houston Rockets did add Marcus Smart, who's not the most reliable 3-point shooter in the world, but was a good player for the Lakers last year. They salary dumped Dorian Finney-Smith. Maybe Bruce Thornton could be somebody that can shoot for you out of the gate. Bogdan Bogdanovic is going to be 34 years old. I don't think he's the player he used to be. But yeah, could they have been involved in like Tim Hardaway Jr. talks? Or Landry Shamet, Kevin Huerter, Luke Kennard, I think would have been perfect in Houston. They saw him kind of torch them at times in round number 1, but I think they kind of played it safe. They didn't really need another defensive first guy like Marcus Smart. Could they have actually gotten Gary Trent Jr., although they're probably not matching 4 years, $64 million. They are getting a returning Fred VanVleet, but yeah, I don't disagree with this person here saying that they should have added another volume shooter. Ty Jones mentions here for the Spurs that Harrison Barnes is making double the money of LeBron James. Now, I don't know if the Spurs could have realistically signed LeBron, because LeBron probably felt like that was too much like ring chasing. And there was a tweet that's like, the Spurs are out of LeBron James because they signed Tobias Harris. And someone was like, that's the first time somebody's ever said that statement ever. And it sounds crazy to read out loud. But yeah, I think Harrison Barnes making $8 million and bringing in Tobias Harris to make double that could be a little bit risky for what they're going to do this offseason. I do wonder if they could have just given that money they gave Tobias Harris to Rui Hachimura. I thought he was a better fit with this core. Could they have maybe forced Denver's hand and gone after Peyton Watson? Could they have taken a flyer on Jonathan Kuminga? Or maybe invested a little bit more in the veteran backup center market, just because they could have moved on from Luke Cornett and his expiring expiring contract, and they do have some draft capital to move. They do bring in Jaden Quaidance and Terrace Reed in the NBA draft. They're clearly high on a year 2 breakout from Carter Bryant, but this team is in such a good spot. We're kind of nitpicking at this point. Real Phoenix fan mentions here the Suns trading the 2033 first round pick that was unprotected in the Miles Bridges deal. Yeah, I don't disagree with this. I like the Suns move this offseason leading up to this point. I like the Gillespie, Goodwin, and Mark Williams re-signings. I like them adding Luke Kennard after the departure of Grayson Allen in that deal. I like the draft pick of Koa Pete. I did not like the trade of Miles Bridges. Can he make them better next year? Kind of. I just don't think Miles Bridges is a good shooter. He's not the best defender in the world. He hasn't had any playoff experience either. I think I would have liked to see Phoenix add a better point guard that you can actually start next to Devin Booker. Maybe they think that could be Jordan Goodwin. I just hated them using their 2033 like last unprotected first round pick to use on Miles Bridges. Their panel mentions here for the Thunder not getting a first for any of Joe Wiggins or Lou Dort.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, this bitch I got, she's a bada. Where you see top, say dada. Hold on, draw the Glock, pop shit, I got 'em. Hold on, I got 'em. Watch me work the bitch, chef I serve shit. Yeah, I be murder shit, and I know you heard this. Lurking with the click, they the spit and swear shit. They won't knock me out, I keep a Glock, so I'm not worried. $2 for a bottle. This bitch on wish she thugged out, but she a model. I know these hoes gon' chase me out, don't go to Miles, girl. They run they mouth, they talking loud, they chop a louder. Soon as it's up, them shots let off. Nigga, this a slider. Hey, this bitch I got, she's a bada. Where you see top, say dada. Hold on, draw the Glock, pop shit, I got 'em. Hold on, I got 'em, got 'em. Dead bitch, pussy bitch, die, die. Bitch, bitch, die, bitch, die. Now on the slide, make them cry, bullets flying around they side. Boom, bitch, boom, heard him drive, nigga don't crash the ride. My little bitch a matter, I be trying to dig out in the side. This a bottle, nigga, Drake and start the wildin', nigga. Boom, that's that chopper, nigga, thought you had a problem, nigga. Bitch don't say control, see me say the daughter, nigga. Swerving in this motherfucker, I'm gon' get 10 years. They catch me with this daddy cutter, gon' keep that stick still. Why be a daddy motherfucker? He got about 9 kids, they know with that shit I is, bitch, yeah.
Rolling till he dead, oh yeah. Talking shit, he lay in his bed, goddamn. Feeling shorty, and she shut them what they said.
This who killed them when they see us, they say, yeah, that's jump. We got 36 pounds, they say they jumping out the jump. See the bitch, zip his ass, dig it happy, I'm him. Who them boys don't like, they know that I'm quick to shoot at them. See me out on sight, covered down in diamonds with a slider. Hey, this bitch I got, she's a bada. Where you see top, say dada. Hold on, draw the Glock, pop shit, I got 'em. Hold on, I got 'em. This a slider. Hey, this bitch I got, she's a bada. Where you
Big West. Come get under this shit, baby. This the biggest shit going on, I promise you. First of all, baby, I'm a street nigga. We eat lamb chops, but I broke the lamb chop out to eat with us. But they broke over there, they can't even compete with us. Leave it all in the club like Big Meats with us. Louis Tim's on, he ain't even winning. I got 100 of them, tell me where to send them. Baby, these niggas all cap, I'm really rapping what I'm living. But I ain't just middleman, baby, I'm real drug dealing. Skirt in the corner, bitch, this a lamb chop. We in this bitch counting up my chicken, then the wing stop. Bro, they pull over, I gotta bag it up, I got a ying pop. Bag of woo in the door, so you know that shit drop. I just whip it till it locked. 40 G's and Johnny Dang. Could've bought a house on your motherfucking block. I was pulling off the same time my head was running down. Running all outside of town. Niggas don't do shit but run their mouth. Take her to Smacktown. Hit her with the people's eyebrow and lay her smack down. Bet no nigga try to kick no death cause it's button round. Just took a picture with 200, made this shit around. Every time I do it, I set the bar for these niggas. Niggas try to fake the shit I'm doing, I'm too far for these niggas. They advance on the car on these niggas. And them niggas too broke, that make me start with these niggas. I got pointers in my route, I know what moist and I look like. Boy, that ain't no goddamn trouble. Heard you ain't make it to the county for you told on your home. Niggas barely hills, cops around this bitch, Axel Fold. 911, you know all these niggas cops. Up dinner 200, had the ball on a fake op. I think this bitch a Lamborghini cause the exhaust pot. Meet us out in traffic, but this bitch still a weed shot. I don't want no sweet, boy, I like my future tips to come classic like a Reebok. I don't care how I look, I ain't buy no G-Shock. 6 years old, I popped a nigga with a slingshot. Play crazy, now you getting popped by this block. I'ma drop it to the oil soon as I heat the pot. Like I threw it off a building, boys drop. Every time I cook the way I cook it, had a heads in a headlock. If you watch out from the ring, give them this, it won't stop. Every time I do it, I set the bar for these niggas. Niggas try to fake the shit I'm doing, I'm too far for these niggas. They advance on a car on these niggas. And them niggas too broke, don't make me start with these niggas. I got pointers in my route, I know what moist and I look like. Boy, that ain't no goddamn trope. Heard you ain't make it to the county for you told on your home. Niggas barely hills, cops around this bitch, axophobic.
I thought that was you, man. You almost got busted. I didn't get busted. I lost my whole investment because of you. Man, what the hell is wrong with you, man? You know I'm a businessman. I got to work for. You come inside there half hour late, and on top of all that, you bring the goddamn cop with you too. What are you talking, cop? He ain't no cop. That's Dirty Harry himself. Man, what the fuck is wrong with you? Gonna bring him in here? You calling me a cop? You definitely a cop. He ain't no cop. He's my nephew. Well, the dude is definitely bad luck. I don't know what he is to you. He's bad luck to me.
I just got a new car and I got a new bitch. I've been grinding so hard, I deserve a new kid. This is not the same gun, new block, new switch. Let me put you on some game, I know you niggas new to this. I've been really having my way around this bitch. Plenty cars in my yard, your nigga ain't happen like this. She don't want my love, she just want my magic. While you on your ass, you should be out here trapping some shit. I can show you how to get to it. I can show you little niggas how to get through it. I'm a greater little nigga, I make great music. I been that nigga, I'm the one that influenced niggas. Stop the hating, boy, you old as hell. I ain't miss a call, I'm catching everything like Odell. Nigga, fuck my bitch, I can't trip, nigga, oh well. I'd rather get your bitch and mad her, make some rotate. I'm sorry, how you doing? This is not the same gun, new block, new switch. Let me put you on some game, I know you niggas know to this. I ain't the only one to tell. You see this shit stuck in my pocket, I'll put it on your head. They don't wanna see me win, they probably wanna see me dead. One shit said to me, but I heard everything you said. Fuck that nigga, bitch, you mine now. Lil' cuz made you move, or you hide now. All that plan on the net, you gon' find out. On 2 turns, gon' be hard for me to calm down. Get the fuck up out the way for you get stepped on. Fuck niggas, I can't wait to piss on your headstone. How you sign a deal and niggas already bread gone. If you got me, bitch, what you wanna play for? You know it's up with me. I blow this shit right now, you know ain't nothing to me. She get ugly. Out here living to the fullest like I'm Butterbean. Yeah, I just got a new car and I got a new bitch. I've been grinding so hard, I deserve a new kid. This is not the same gun, new block, new switch. Let me put you on some game, I know you niggas new to this.
Money making flip, but I ain't going out like Mitch. I said I gotta watch my back. I know some niggas let it switch. Let a nigga play crazy, then we dipping at that whip.
Today, if y'all didn't know what's going on, chat, we are doing a E-Day, chat. I am hosting a E-Day, chat. We open up Discord right now. I'm gonna show y'all, boys. You feel me? Chat, we have a lineup full of people, chat. We have a lineup full of people. You feel me? Chat, we is doing this. You feel me, chat? Turn this up. Chat, we are doing this shit, chat, you feel me? I don't know what the fuck going on, chat. Okay, where's the girl? Where's the girl? Okay, you hear me?
Hey, I can't. Okay, you can hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
Oh, girl, I got lip gloss coming down, but see, there's too much going on.
Can you hear me? Chat, I'm finna disconnect cam. I'm gonna turn cam off right quick, chat.
Yeah, I can see you. Why can't I see me though?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, you got 10 people. Pick a number 1 through 10.
5.
5? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'm about to drag him in. I'm about to pull him in. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God, y'all.
Yo.
Yo.
Alright, go ahead, bro. Okay, don't turn your camera on. This is voice. This is voice. You can talk to her again. She can't say nothing. You just talk to her. Hold on. Put a minute timer on. Put a minute timer on. Hold on. Anything, just anything. Like, yeah. But don't ask her no questions. You're gonna get oh wait. Hold on, I'm tripping. Ask her questions and she can answer them real quick. I'm gonna give you a minute timer. Hey Siri. Alright, go ahead, bud.
First off, what's your name?
Chow here. Where you from? Alright, chow.
Where's that at?
There's somewhere you know it.
What you over Wooka from?
No, I'm just being myself. Like, I don't understand.
Oh, so you like, what's the other type of content?
Bro, I do OnlyFans, Twitter, nigga, like,
Okay.
bro.
Hey, relax. You go over Wooka.
I'm not.
Why is my camera doing that?
I need to go back to the waiting room.
Alright, so how we feeling about TTV?
Bro, I mean, he's cool, but I don't think I don't know. He probably just got to get close. He seems like he don't like how I talk, but that's okay.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yo. You hear me? Yo, niggas hear you. You got a minute, gang. Hey, Siri. Oh, damn, calm down, chill. Alright, go ahead. Alright, what's your name? I don't know where the fuck that's at, but that's what's up. What you do out there?
I do what I do. What do you do?
Oh, shit. She got a mop. I ain't know that shit, Chad. I get money, my dog. That's what I do. I mean, why is your demeanor so, you know?
But this is how I always am. I mean, if people don't like it, I mean, I don't know what to tell them.
Chad, up here?
Period, please.
Alright, y'all minute over with. Hacker made Drake. Yo.
He need to get back to that.
Hacker made Drake. Oh, yo, what's the deal? Alright, look.
Hold on, my quick
You
chat.
got a minute, bro. You got a minute. Go ahead, you got a minute. Child, just what am I doing? You talk to her. My bad. I'm tripping. You talk to her for a minute. Yo.
Taking a picture for a thumbnail right quick, chat. Hold on. Buddy, do this YouTube video. I need to get this shit out the way.
Bro, everybody keep asking me this. I do content. I mean, y'all want to know that.
Ah, my knee.
They gotta. I don't know what other people ask me. It's a you and me conversation.
Question or whatever you want to ask. Okay, talk. I'm gonna be nice, bro.
I mean, you gonna be nice? I'm gonna be nice. You said what? I do too?
Yeah.
You what? Content?
No, bro, I didn't say that.
Alright. I can do content. My baby. Alright. Alright, bro, a minute over. Alright, bro. His name's War. Hey, War. Yo, War, you got a minute. Go ahead, War, you got a minute.
Oh, shit, you bad. Hold on, wait.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Alright, so, what do you enjoy doing in life? Yeah, what I really enjoy doing in life, I really be
I'm saying this nigga's A on chat.
Well, girl, bitch. Fuck. Yeah, mama.
What the fuck?
Girl, he a little kid. Oh, wait, what you do for work? I am the work.
She is the work, chat.
You making old ass. Right here. You making old ass. Yeah, as long as I'm in those videos.
Alright, bro. Okay.
your minute's okay. Your minute's over, gang. Your minute. Get the fuck out, gang. Okay.
What the?
No, what the fuck? What the fuck? Gang, what you doing?
Just fuck with it for you.
Alright, go ahead. You got a minute, gang. You got a minute. Go ahead. You got a minute. Yep. Turn your cap. Oh, this dumbass. This dumbass nigga. Gang, it's voice. It's voice. It's voice. It's voice only. It's voice only, gang. Oh my god! Fuck, you got your minute. Go ahead. You got your minute. You got your minute. Fuck it. God damn it.
Yeah, girl, why it look like you got my name right there? No, you're about to ask me.
Gotta ask her. Alright, you got it. Hey, alright, yo, minute up, gang. Sav, your minute is up, gang. Your minute is up, bro. Alright, your minute up. Okay, I don't know. I don't even know what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. Okay. Okay, 1 through 6. 6. We got 6 people.
See, this is what we ain't gonna do. We need to start coming correct.
Nigga, who are you to come correct, girl? What the fuck you ain't even do nothing for me to come correct yet?
See, you wanna know why? Is that fix it. We need to fix what's in the room.
Like, yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Every nigga that talk about this shit,
Fuck
you
what you think. But at the end of the day, you ain't gonna come disrespectful towards me. Y'all come disrespectful towards you, so I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm gonna keep it with you.
okay, are you like cute or ugly?
Whoa, no, you can't ask that. You can't ask that. You can't ask that. You can't ask that. You won't see his face later. You can't ask that, gang. Alright, your minute up with. Alright, answer that one. No, don't answer that question, gang. Your minute is up with. Feel me? Y'all making me uncomfortable with this flirting and shit, gang. Alright. Alright.
I'm gonna put next week I'm trans for real, for real.
What?
Why?
Yo. His name is 92 Reg. His name is 92 Reg, okay? Yo, 92 Reg.
92 Reg.
Yo. Alright, go ahead. You got a minute, my dog.
So, what you do for, what's your job?
I am the job, my face is the job, as you can see.
Okay, I hear that. Like, what you be doing in your free time?
Girl, be chasing this nigga that I like.
Why you calling everybody girl?
This is how I talk. Literally. The ex for why I'm coming to
No,
Grand.
that's like on like green.
Alright, your minute. Alright, then, gang. Okay, so. Okay, it's a person that came late. Do you want to talk to him right quick?
Girl, yeah, you came late because I'm gonna get him because I came late too.
Alright. His name actually is It7, so that's crazy. That's crazy.
Ain't that the wheels already on there?
No. 7, you got a minute, Mud. Go ahead. Trying to see how my nigga is.
Girl, we meant to be or nothing like that, but we do got the same name, I see.
We're girl, wait room. I'm gonna take her in wait room in a minute, too.
Every niggas like that, they be talking so good, and then like when you see they face, they do something different. Thank you, girl.
So, alright, let me talk to you, 7, though. How do you feel about the people right quick, though, that you spoke to? Like, are you fucking with it? You ain't fucking with it?
I mean, no, they cool. They just, I feel like they probably like little private, they stomp or something. I don't know what they use, because obviously they think I'm being so mean. Like, girl, the whole time I'm really a crybaby. Today I'm not.
Okay, so after these 5 people, I'm gonna pull you into the room and I'm gonna have everybody stop talking. I'm gonna serve you everybody, and then you get to pick who you gotta eliminate. You gotta eliminate 3 rounds, it's 10. So we gonna do it, baby. Remember these people that you're talking to, because somebody you have to eliminate. All right, you gotta be in my way.
Sad, why did you turn your camera on, Sad? Funny as it. Sad, funny as fuck. Yo, turn your mic on again. You got a minute, alright?
Alright, hey, I can't see what. My name Dez. Yeah.
Ooh, Dez locked in. Chat, what? Hey.
What's your name?
Girl, my name is Seven.
Type shit.
You done talking to Minnesota? It's like,
yo,
Yeah, but my fault. But my still was big. I couldn't hear for a minute.
Hey, appreciate that follow, Free Bands D.
Hey, what you do?
Free Bands D, tell you follow, man.
did I not just tell you that? You don't listen. I just told you.
Alright, I'm in it, okay. Alright, W. Dez for creating. Okay, so you have, when I'm looking at one more thing. No. Chat, two more.
If you let me come in here, because you can laugh.
Okay, chat, and all your last two people. His name is So Spear.
What's up, Quinn? Damn, why you being feisty like that, though?
Maybe I'm just a little nervous. Like, I don't know.
What's good? Where you from?
I'm from Lexington. Where are you from?
Ohio.
Okay.
What's wrong with that? You don't like Ohio music?
No, girl, because you like 2 or 3 hours away from me, girl.
Huh?
Did you know I'm a boy?
What? Then you swear. Bro,
Yeah,
wow.
I'm a real.
Hey, I swear to God, hey. Hey, listen.
I thought I knew I was a boy.
No. Hey, no. Look, this she's trolling, dude.
You didn't tell me I was a boy.
No, she's trolling. Hey, she's lying, bro. She's lying, gang. She's lying. She's trolling. She's lying.
Y'all gonna get me. Y'all gonna get me.
Whoa. Hold on. Chill. Bro, stop trolling, gang. Let's stop trolling, okay? Stop trolling, like you're gonna bet. Hey, she's gonna fuck the whole chat. Oh, God, she's lying. She's not a bitch. Somebody in chat said look up so they can see your outfit. See? Yeah, you look
Girl,
crazy.
I got my baby pictures when I was little.
That's what I'm saying. Chill. You can't do that though. You feel me? I just don't know what the fuck. Okay, so I guess that was everybody. All right, I'm gonna go to the waiting room. You can stay here. And I'm gonna pull you through. I'm gonna talk to them right quick. All right. Well, hold on. Before I talk to them, how did you like everybody though? How did you like everybody?
Everybody was cool.
All right. So do you have in your mind a person that you don't want?
Kinda.
Okay. All right, bet. I'm gonna go in there. I'm gonna talk to them and I'm gonna pull you through. And we going. Yo. Hey, she's a female. She's trolling. And she's trolling. Hello, listen. I know one of y'all turn your camera up out here. Okay, alright. Okay, so you in a room with everybody that you spoke to everybody in here. You got to, it's 10, you have to take at least 2 away. And at most 2 people, you can pick to either pick 1 or 2 people.
Okay, I'm gonna take out Warren just for the simple fact he sound like he's a little younger. I could be wrong, but your voice like it sounds a little younger, okay, girl? Like,
War, is he in here?
He might be on.
Where is War at, gang? Did he leave? Oh, he left, okay.
Well, he already knew.
Alright, so somebody else. Just one. Okay, that's Mouth. I'm finna mute you. Mouth. Hey, Mouth, you can either fight, Mouth, you can fight for your spot, gang, or you can leave, gang.
Hey, bro, don't even try to get rude, bro. If I was just asking, like, we just come off a little crazy, but it ain't nothing too crazy. Like, I wasn't making no problem, like, bro, like, fuck these other niggas, bro. What?
so that second round is face. So do you want him to stay for his face or do you want to kick him? Because if you kick him, you want me to see what you look.
Oh, no, I want you to take. I'll make sure.
Okay, all right, bet. So everybody, so is everybody staying? Everybody good?
Yeah, everybody good until I say face.
All right, bet.
Before you try to hop on my ass, Chuck, I had to say my.
Okay, listen. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this now, Seven though. If you see a face and you don't like it, you can't just say hell no. That's just like fucked up. Like you ain't even get let to get. You feel me? Don't say hell no. Like feel me? Me, dumbass nigga, you're not in the fucking E-date. Zem, you're not in the. Yo, Sab, what's up with the button again? Alright. I'm gonna give you another minute with the camera on and shit. Y'all can talk. I'm just let y'all talk, alright?
Girl, what you say?
I said you look more strong than you got a grip.
Grip on what?
Shit. You both look good shit. Contact.
Alright, you got like 10 more seconds, man. 10 more seconds. You got like 10 more seconds, man.
10 more seconds? Shit. Well, shit. I should get picked. I don't know.
Why do you feel like you should get picked? What are you gonna do for me? Are you gonna make me happy? Fuck all the money and the good stuff.
Really? Listen. I'm from money, dick, property, yeah, life.
Alright. Alright.
Listen.
Alright, bet. Alright, then, Sab.
Alright, baby, mom.
Hey, Tone, when you turn your camera on, you ain't gonna be able to see yourself, but she can see you though. We can see you now, okay? You good.
Oh, that's probably what they think.
What would?
Same thing that happened to me.
Like, you a cool ass person. Everything I see that you control this shit, you buy, kids, shit.
Focus on me, baby.
I feel like, what?
At the end of the day, though, you a cool ass person.
Alright, Desmond next. Tone, like, man.
Taking the trips ain't nothing. Pocket stay deep around here.
It's not about that. What you think you
Hey,
can do?
10 seconds, man. 10 seconds.
Trying to get the million off there by now. That's what.
Oh, okay, because I'm a girl. What's your name?
Antonio. That's what my talking.
Oh, he went first. Name on niggas. Okay, come on. 318. Yo, that's 318. Yo. Go ahead, you got a minute again.
Is my camera on?
Yes. I see an orange hoodie. Where's your face?
My head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Is that my brother?
so how your day been?
Oh my God.
My day been good. I just been with my nigga and shit.
Chat, if this nigga Desmond pulls her heat. Oh!
Why can you be there?
Cause I feel like
No, it's not always about buying stuff. Maybe I just want to be happy, dang.
I can make you happy.
Besides,
I can buy, bro, you can act for whatever you want. I can buy that shit.
10 seconds.
I'm telling you.
Bruh, you lying to me. I know a liar.
Chat, why is my nigga Lil Dez hooping though?
Oh my day,
What we gonna do? Because I got bags and all that. So what we gonna do?
I can buy you more bags. Come on.
Alright, y'all minute over with, bro. Y'all minute over with.
Man, fuck your bitch ass, nigga.
Whoa! That's a cool game. 92 Reg, minutes, been more money. Alright, you good.
How many times you know you off this stream and shit?
Man, my nigga Reg, my nigga Reggie high as fuck. My nigga Reggie high as a bitch.
I could be taking places, but them niggas be just talking for real. Them niggas don't got it.
Dirty Mac, like,
First of all, girl, this is what I'm gonna tell you right now. You literally are my brother, so I'm definitely confused, but you keep talking now. No, for real, keep talking. I'm on this next page right now because why would I talk to you like my brother? Like, girl.
do he really look like your brother?
Yeah, that's why I'm on the next page right now. This shit weird.
Let me see.
I
I know what they eat, but it's like, ew, that's so nasty. Let me see, bro. Let me see. Oh, girl, I'm good. Yo. When's your turn? Yeah, Boston Richie. Why did he leave? What the fuck?
Hey, fuck it, I came here to dirty man. Every single one of the niggas in that other phone, they got girls. That shit dead. I'm a wider in here.
No!
They been with their girlfriend for like a year plus. So all that shit dead. Who else? He got 3 different hoes.
Get my nigga Dre in there. I'm finna get Dre. I don't know where Rome at. Rome running. Why would you come in here? Why are you telling me this? Why did they want to talk to him? Who else what I'm gonna do?
They got, look, Reggie got a baby. You want to be a stepmom and shit?
Brother Tom.
That's not no. I'm sorry. Like, I try to be so loud.
Hey, Sniper Gang Court had told her that you have a baby. How do you feel about that?
Well, how should I put this nigga alive? Because I'm kid free at the age of 20. I'm still in school. Got a kid. When the last time you got checked for gonorrhea, buzz?
Oh, no. No. Alright, no. They tripping. Alright, 90 Reg back. Go ahead, Reggie. Girl, don't let that nigga like you. I do not have a child, girl.
Oh, okay, girl. Because I
No age exclamation point.
Right. He really, I ain't gonna tell Miss on the life. Fuck that nigga's really about me and you. So, like, I mean, like, Riz, what's up?
I thought you typed follow age. Like, how long?
Can I get a number after this? That's like,
yeah, I don't have
follow age. Oh, it's one word, you short.
Okay.
This nigga gotta be choking.
Zap, I got you after I got you relationships.
So what you trying to do with me? Because I'm not
No age exclamation.
No, because you came over here, you already told me what it was, baby. I know what you want from me. You got the money.
No age exclamation.
I got a lot of money, but look.
What am I looking at? I don't really see nothing in the gym.
Let me talk.
Alright, talk.
You do content, I do content.
Girl, what? I do TikTok.
You're not trying to hear that. You already told me to school. So what we doing?
What we doing? Because what you thought you was in the twist and turn? Girl, like, what's up?
Sound like that.
Girl, you gonna give me some money? Like, I'm confused.
Baby, what you want?
I want like 3K. That's exactly what I want.
Text my phone.
You ain't gonna give me that. I ain't gonna play with you, girl.
Text my phone.
Girl, I'm gonna text your phone just so you do not text back and leave
Alright.
me.
Okay, bet. Damn. Okay, bet. That's your time. I don't
want your 3K or not? Alright, that's my time.
Hey, you better lock me in for like that nigga shit. You got a PC set up, so you probably got it.
Oh, she can see me?
Yeah, you good. We can see you. You got your spot really on? Yep, you got it.
Where is he?
Huh?
Where is he at?
You can't see him? Hold on, Seven.
Girl, what you look like? What you got on?
Hold on, I'm about to drag her. Oh, shit, I put her in the wrong floor. I'm tripping. My bad, Seven. I put you in the wrong floor. I put her in that room. I put you in that wool then. I'm tripping.
Okay, but maybe I want some money.
Okay, that's cool then. What you want? 250.
That right there, girl.
That's crazy.
You got 10 seconds, good. 10 seconds.
You want to
Now, fuck the seconds game here. I got a good conversation going on.
Damn!
Niggas can wait, bro.
Damn, my nigga, though. You want to talk to the host like that, though? The host, nigga? Just like that?
You ain't no... Nah, not you.
Like that? Damn!
Now, fuck the seconds game here. I got a good conversation going on. Niggas can wait. Now, fuck the seconds game here. I got a good conversation going on. Niggas can wait.
Damn!
Niggas can wait, bro.
Damn, my nigga, though. You want to talk to the host like that, though? The host, nigga? Just like that?
You ain't no... Nah, not you. You ain't throw me a price. That's okay.
I need like 3K.
That's okay. Okay, I hear it.
You heard me.
Alright. Okay. okay.
Always let the boys do what I gotta do after the shit.
Alright, bet. That's enough. Alright, listen. You talking about money? Next person we gonna drag, who ain't go yet? Right? Okay, let's go cut right here. You love J3. Why are you different?
So, I'm a cool nigga. Like, I don't know what you expect. Like, I'll be on some cool shit. Cool
Hey,
nigga.
10 seconds.
Out the way. I'm cool shit. I mean, you gonna fuck with me, you can. You know, ain't no pressure. I'll be cool with it.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do you. I think I like you for real.
7. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna drag you. What the fuck? So what the fuck is he doing? 7, why are you telling niggas that you're gonna pick them? You can't tell them that, 7.
Alright, yo.
I can see.
My nigga can't answer.
Alright, so like, I ain't gonna lie, I low-key been like a little lost in all this. What am I asking the question still? Like,
Y'all just talking.
You don't know. Yeah.
Shit, fuck it. Get up out of here then, man.
I don't get it.
Damn, my nigga. Alright. DDG. Alright, bro. See, that's the trolling shit I be talking about. Why the fuck is Nashawn calling me fucking DDG, gang? Is that what y'all doing?
It's stalking spot.
I got my own shit. I got my own car and I got my own hoop and I got 2 jobs. So I ain't hearing shit about whatever the fuck else they talk about. They just, fuck that.
I'm glad that you said all that, but can you make me happy though?
Yeah, I can.
I can do that.
I can do that.
You got 10 seconds, bro. 10 seconds.
I'll do that.
See, you don't know.
You got a minute, gang. Yeah.
Hello. I'm doing good, honey. I'm just kidding.
Like I was saying though, on like a business standpoint, like I feel like you like a power couple.
What's a power couple? What is that?
Why am I lagging, chat?
Make cheese. Home to happy family, feel me?
How old are you?
Cool, just like that.
Okay, girl, period.
Chat, I'm delayed. W wrong.
I like what you're saying.
Hey, you got 10 seconds, gang. 10 seconds.
Mindset, baby, just fuck with a nigga, you feel me? Come on now.
Good.
Hey, why is my nigga Will Spin game? I ain't even know y'all had it like this, cut.
Oh, that's it? Okay, well, you did talk more wiser, so I'm going to think about that.
Okay. W said. All right. Now, I was delayed as fuck. I barely heard the conversation, but I heard something about a power couple. He said power couple?
Yeah, he did.
All right, so let me talk to these niggas again right quick. Let me get in there, talk to him and shit, and I'm going to come back and talk to you and shit. All right. Hey, I'm going to be honest. What you mean, Sav? Nigga, you went.
Hey, you trying to cheat and shit.
Listen, all right. Hey, listen, bro. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know a couple of y'all niggas to talk to the hus. Y'all niggas surprising me, gang. I'm finna put her in here. Just y'all mute up, gang. This nigga, hey, Jaden. Oh my, hey, Jaden. Fuck the E-Day. Come on, gang. Hey, fuck the E-Day, Jaden. Yo ass a bad bitch. This nigga Jaden one got the stick in his tongue out with his bad ass. You a bad bitch. My niggas. That nigga Jaden want to stick his tongue.
It was something else I just seen. I'm going to wait till he put his face
All right, Seb, go ahead, Seb. You got, out of these,
Damn, it's a lot of that.
You can pick 2 people that you don't want. 2 people. Out of everybody.
Well, I'm gonna pick the first one right here just because he didn't have no conversation with me. He didn't know what to talk about. He didn't really
what does he have on? What does he have on? What does he have on?
She talking about me.
Bro, he know who he is.
You talking about, okay.
Me. I don't give a fuck. You a fucking old mouth.
Whoa. Okay, mute. You good, gang. I'm just kick you. You good. That nigga's a fucking crash out, chat. What the fuck is wrong with that nigga?
What happened?
Pick one more person. Do you want everybody else to stay for the last round?
Okay. Anyways, the next person. Hold on, because some of y'all, I'ma do. We had a good conversation. I don't want to be mean, so you know what?
You don't gotta eliminate though. You can stay for the last round, and then after that, you will pick who you want.
Yeah, somebody else. I just seen somebody else. My bad.
You not picking. You picking. You eliminating one, or you can keep for the last round.
I'ma do. Damn, I feel so mean, y'all. Girl, this is a motherfucking game. Calm down. I'ma do J3. I was not gonna do him because I was gonna do somebody else, but then I didn't know he was still in here, so him too.
Hey, you can. Hey, you can talk. Hey, you J3.
He's just my dog.
Nah, you cool though.
For sure.
Gang, y'all can unmute. Y'all can unmute, gang.
I know my nigga J3 heard.
How the fuck is Desmond? How the fuck is Desmond still here? That nigga, they talking about that. Hold on, they talking about that nigga J3 got hit with the We Friends though and shit. Hey, my nigga
J3. You don't hit on females?
Never.
You don't call them by their name?
Never.
MRA2X. And shout out to my nigga Dev, bro. He believed in me.
Yeah.
My nigga called that shit at the beginning of the damn thing. He called.
Look, listen though. Listen.
Okay,
Seven, listen.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I called it out. I say who's gonna make it to the final four. I'm proud of y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie, bro. As long as it was one of y'all, I don't give no fuck. Hey, definitely go fuck me on the IG side though. 007 Vontae, nigga. I'm gone, bro. One of my niggas taking it home. What you talking about?
All right, that's a bet. All right, so okay, so let me give you a little backstory with Ackermay, Dre, and Malk TTV. I'm not going Dirty Mac. They went to school with each other. They really know each other and shit. So this right here is they trying to take home. You know, they the Audemars or however the word is for East. You know, I'm a Ram and shit. Feel me? But I ain't gonna do too much. But so since it's last two, instead of just letting her, I'm gonna let y'all speed date some quick shit. This is
You know what?
intense.
I'm gonna be.
This is intense.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna give the reasons both.
You want both of them?
I really love. No, I can have both of them. That's fine. They fine with that.
Hey, okay, no. On him. It's you pick who. You gotta pick.
I mean, we all got money.
Yeah, okay,
No,
they all
like
got
the one
money.
with the glasses.
You want the one with the glasses?
I want the one with the glasses. That's who I'm gonna choose. That's who I want.
You sure? You positive? Because if don't say that, because then switch when you talk to him. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? This nigga that can't just go.
See, look, that's how I know he got anger issues.
Whoa! Positive, because if don't say that, because then switch when you. Okay, they all got money. You want the one with the glasses?
I want the one with the glasses. That's who I'm gonna choose. That's who I want.
You sure? You positive? Because if don't say that, because then switch when you talk to him. Whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? This nigga that can't just go.
See, look, that's how I know he got anger issues and stuff. So he gonna be the one hitting on
No.
Ackermay Dre, same tag. You see me on the Discord shit. I do music. I do streaming. I do really do content on that other side. But yeah, I'ma fuck with niggas on the flip side.
All right then, W. He won the E-Day chat. Clap it up for Malk. W Malk in the motherfucking chat. Feel me? If y'all want to run quick speed date, say whatever you want to say to her, shout your shit out and shit. That's the end of the stream shit, chat. 7, I told you, nigga. 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 23. Hey, 2 hours 23 minutes. This was quick shit.
It's 5-star. It's number 5 STAR.MRA2X. And shout out to my nigga Dev, bro. He believed in me.
Yeah.
My nigga called that shit at the beginning of the damn thing. He called it out. Shout out to my nigga, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, though.
That's a bet. All right then, Malk. All right then. Hey, congratulations again. Congratulations.
All right, brother.
All right. Shit, bro. Shit. Hey, I'm proud of you, gang. You did say you was nervous. And shit. I told you that shit was gonna be quick. It was gonna be fun. Feel me? We got a whole stream.
Nah,
We
that shit was.
we had like 40 people watching us today, which is crazy. So you feel me?
Period, cool.
Make sure y'all follow her and shit.
No, that shit was actually fun.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow
I
her
feel
and
like I was
shit.
being mean a little bit.
Nah, you good. I mean, shit, bro. You good. You good.
They gon' love this one. Yeah. She in love with a streamer. Come on. Stacking pages like a dumper.
Yo, Fiendberg.
Of course I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot. Bruh. This guy has way too much power. He probably gets his
No. Why you going behind him? Why?
I did.
Just go away. Just go away.
Running away. Running away.
Okay, let's download that. What was going through your brain right there when you try to go in his ass? You just try to sneak up on him. What was going on there? I do not know.
I did that because I thought you were running out of ammo, so I was gonna take over.
No. I'm gonna be good until I say I'm not. When I'm like, yo, GG, it's not looking good. I need that. You feel me?
Okay.
Because I could always get ammo off the wall.
Cool.
And with this, we don't ever want to be lazy. Like, you feel me? If it's tedious, we gotta do it.
Also, I don't know where the crawler is.
Oh, it's on me.
Okay.
It's okay.
Oh,
What?
he's dead.
He just ran him over. We gotta kill him now. You got grenades or something?
Yeah.
No, this is not good. I don't have the snow no more.
Can we go to our corner?
Did he just run over him or something? He's dead.
Nice. Okay. Great timing.
We're in a bad spot now. I'm gonna get this nuke for you. Keep running. I got you.
Thank you. At least that was good timing. Thank you. Okay, should we run to our corner?
It might be our only option. We need a crawler though. We're going to need one last one. Just follow me.
It's so slow here.
Sorry. That's why we needed that crawler alive. Like this, that crawler down right there might have chopped the whole run just now. Because we can't get all the staffs until like 4 more rounds, and we're gonna be far as fuck with no
Wait, I
staff.
should use my gumball.